Imagine, if you will, in the world of Ashentale, on the continent of Shill, in the lands to the south, there lies a beacon of righteousness. Its brilliance illuminates even the darkest hours, ceaselessly combating corruption and greed. However, deep beneath the earth, an insidious malevolence stirs, drawing the unwavering gaze of fate itself. It slumbers, biding its time until it emerges from the depths with a voracious hunger for light. Yet amidst this impending darkness, the gods of Ashentale remain vigilant, strategically maneuvering their pieces on the cosmic chessboard. Welcome back to Original GM. I am Hupahu, once again joined with everybody. Yay! Hupahu Cikala. Welcome back, welcome back. Ready to get to it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to game. It's been one of those weeks. Ready to, excited. You guys remember where you left off last? Getting yourselves out of hell. Well, you learned that it wasn't hell, but have you learned that yet? Wait. No. You guys aren't aware that it wasn't hell yet. Till you get back and find out through... Yeah, you did, because you found out through Zen, and that's where we're going to start, is Zen coming to where you are, which you had notified her that you guys were at the Red Lantern. And so that's where we'll start. If you look at the center, you'll see you guys are right there at the table. Place is empty.
Is the green dragon there?
The green dragon is there, and the imp is there. The green dragon is standing off to the side, looking around. You see it kind of smile, like surprised that it's out of that location, but surprised that it's inside of a building. Looks shocked, and shape changes immediately into a halfling female who's standing there, and she has no clothes on.
Oh, goodness.
She's like,
Except for a cloak around her.
okay. I know that you guys saved me, and I have to just thank you for that all around. Thank you for the cloak. I'm Teardrop. She just runs over and gives you guys hugs. She'll grab you because you're right in front of her. She gives you a hug, and then comes to each of you, and Timmy smiles. He's like... And the imp is already over in the bar eating some food. It's like some bread, and there's butter there, and it's using a spoon to eat the butter. Like,
I will telepathy him. We are back in a city of lawfulness. Do not steal.
he kind of goes like this and looks towards the door with like fear, and Zen walks in quickly and runs across the room.
You're okay because you're with me.
She'll
but
stand up.
do not steal. Do not do anything. Stay.
It
right.
runs to you when Zen comes in and hides.
Stay close.
She looks at it, but kind of ignores it, then sees the halfling and kind of slows down, and she looks over at Ren, and she's like,
We're okay. We're okay.
Hi, Zen. This is Teardrop.
Teardrops like, she goes, well, hello there. You can tell that she's keeping her shit together because there's new people in the room.
She'll hug her. She'll stand up.
She hugs you and hides her face away from everybody. You can tell she's got some tears once you hug her. Okay. She's telepathying to you. What happened? What happened?
Stuff please kidnap us.
God damn it.
So,
That motherfucker. Pindar walks in.
there was only one way that we were able to get out. So.
Zen kind of starts wiping her tears away, and Pindar walks up.
tissue.
Okay.
Not a tissue, but a kerchief.
Okay. She thanks you.
Pendar. This is Teardrop. Teardrop, that's Pendar. That's Zen.
Of course it is. Welcome back.
Can you send Elis a message for me?
I can. Can't you?
Go over and quietly tell him, like whisper in his ear, this is Mephistopheles' place.
He looks around.
He was quite interested to know about that.
Into the door walks the butler.
Mm-hmm.
He waves, walks over.
Randall-
Pendar just
Randall
turns
kind
and
of cocked her head to
faces
the
him.
side and look at him.
Pendar grabs his sword.
Whoa, Pendar, Pendar.
Um,
Hold on.
He walks over behind the bar and he's like, so, whatever it is that you want done with the place, of course, it's yours. Yes. He reaches in a pouch and he pulls out something and sits it on the table. Looks like a scroll.
Randall kind of pats Zen and she'll walk over there.
Zen is just staring at him with this evil look in her eye, and he goes, well, hello then, there's Zenavia. How are you? And she just glares at him like,
She'll grab the scroll and open it and read it.
it's the
Like, kind of
deed,
aggressive.
it's the deed, the Queensland's deed to the Red Lantern Tavern and Inn. And the signature's open to whoever wants to own it.
She's shaking her head.
Zen will give you a hug. As this is all going on, when you go over to her, the imp stays under the table. It doesn't come out with you. He says, she knows I'm here. Hold on. Do you know who that is?
She'll walk back over to Zen and sit in the ball.
That is the Lance of Mephistopheles.
Not anymore. Now she is my comrade.
Zen kind of lets go of you and she turns and like faces you guys and she goes, there's only one way that you got out of that. Which one of you did it? Or was it all of you?
Randall will reach in her bag and pull out the contract.
She gets horror on her face and looks at you. She goes, no.
Just read it.
Pindar's still looking at the butler. The butler's cleaning things and moving things around the bar and looking around and not really conversing with you at this point.
That's what Mr. Whiskers told
Okay. You see it jump out from a bag on Pindar's hip and run over to you.
Grab her.
When you connect, as soon as you connect, you feel her right there. You're him right there. You're like, Mr. Whiskers is right there. And then Pindar's like, out the bag he comes. Oh, yeah. He's the one that let us know.
so glad that
We could not find you. We did all we could to find you. Even the beings that were guarding you were unable to find you. One moment you were sitting in these chairs, and the next you were gone.
We were in Mephistopheles' mansion. He took us.
For how long?
A couple
3.5 hours.
There's no way you were in Mephistopheles' mansion. In hell? Time would have been...
Yeah.
Only 2 hours has passed
Mm.
since you left.
That's what Zen said. It doesn't make any sense.
Zen's like, they weren't in hell. As she's reading it, she's like, they weren't in hell. And she's continuing to read it.
Sure felt like hell. Good day.
She gets to the end and she rolls it back up and
out her hand for it. In her bag.
Look over at the butler. So where were we?
Whatever it is that you need, he has
No,
requested.
Where were we?
What do you mean?
If we weren't in hell, where were we?
Oh, at his mansion, of course.
Not in hell.
No, his mansion is not located in the hells, I'm sure. Though I don't know for sure, actually. But I'm pretty sure. As I said before, I am his butler.
She'll look around at everybody.
Zen goes, he is more than that. He lost his soul long ago and has brought so many to their demise by his hands.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yes, but yours are safe, according to the contract you have signed. At least the three of you. He points to you and Rin and Zen. It seems the three of you are free from any meddling with your souls by his infernal and eternal lordship, Lord Mephistopheles.
She'll look at Pendon and say, we have to leave Quincy.
He's glaring. Pindar's glaring, looking at you guys like you've lost your
Pindar.
fucking minds.
Pendon, we have to leave Quincy.
Okay.
Within a fortnight.
14
She'll
days.
look at Zen and she'll say, you're right, I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter. Thank you. Thank you both. She looks really emotional, but it's almost like she's just shutting it off. And Pindar's still looking at you like you're fucking bug nuts crazy. The butler's kind of looking over at Seth because he was talking to him, and then he's like,
Pendar, we didn't have a choice.
and then he goes back to cleaning glasses.
We didn't have a choice. We would have been trapped there. And where we thought was hell. We thought that, 2 years had passed here on the crime. What if it had gotten to 9? She just said so.
My personal feelings about what has happened does not matter. The Lord of Cats says that you are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and that I'm not to interfere.
So, we need to leave. Do you have a suggestion of where we should go?
According to the Lord of Cats, that will become apparent within the next few days.
Okay, because he had on his desk a map of the mausoleum, that area.
I have it.
You have it?
Took everything that was on
Okay.
his desk, including all his contracts.
Well, that's a good point. I forgot about the
He steps over to you. He's like, "Can I see the map and whatever that is? The contracts. You have contracts?" Sin goes, "You have
There's
contracts?
a bag of contracts.
May I see them?"
She'll open her bag and she'll pull out the map. She'll hand it to Pendar and then she'll pull out the bag of contracts. It's
Okay.
a big set.
Yeah. He starts looking at it.
She's like, I didn't go through them all. I didn't have time, but
There should be a book with this. Was there a book with this? He
Yes.
says.
yeah.
There's
She'll
some
pull it out.
coordinates. He
And
takes the book and he
also-
goes, "Is there anything else that came with this?" There was a journal.
There's a journal. She'll pull it out and then she'll pull out both orbs. There's 2 orbs. She'll say, none of these, but they seem like they're
You know.
void of magic. I don't know if they need to be charged or what the deal with them is.
I don't know.
But I was gonna.
They
have
don't
it.
look magical. Pendar says, and then he goes
She'll
back
put
to
it
the
back in her
map.
bag.
I wonder if he could use his lenses.
He walks up to the bar and he looks over at the butler and then reaches inside of his bag and pulls out a bottle and puts it on the table and reaches over and grabs a cup and puts it down. He grabs it himself. He doesn't ask the bartender. Pours something as he's looking at the map and the journal.
And by the way, just
Zen's
so
going through the scrolls.
that you know from those yellow lotus that we got us.
Yellow and red.
Yes, this place has been swept. It was yellow and red lotus combined. I can't imagine what you went through. I'm sorry that it happened to you, but you have brought back some wonderful intel," he says, and he starts looking at this journal. He's like, "I'm gonna need to
All things considered.
give me a few moments," he says, and he starts looking through it.
Just say, like, all things considered, it wasn't as bad as you would think.
It was kind of fun.
We all kind of worked together and everything kind of worked out. So
To the butler, he goes over and gets one a red ale.
"As you wish, sir." And he goes over.
You come with that? He points at the deed.
"Unfortunately for me," and he smiles at you and he goes, "Yes."
Hmm.
He sets it down in front of you.
Can't harm us.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well,
Laura
he
will
can't
say
harm
it
the
out
three
loud.
of you. Okay, you say it out loud.
Yeah, she's like,
He'll say,
I'm not under that contract.
"I cannot harm the three of them, nor anyone that is a proprietor of this business. I must be your butler and servant until you deem fit to release me." Pindar goes, "You should release him now and just get him the hell out of here." Zin goes, "No, no, 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 no. This is a great boon, more than you realize. If he has given him to us, then that means he has given all of his might and help." She asks you for the contract again. She goes, "Can I see that again?" And she opens it and starts looking at it.
she'll walk over and just kind of observe.
She starts looking at the script, and you see that she's marking pieces of the script with her finger in the distance. She's,
What are you doing?
it's a hidden devil script within this. Do you see these swoops?
I wrote that. What do you mean?
Well, do you know that language?
No.
Interesting.
It's my handwriting. Look at it.
Okay.
What do you see? She'll walk over and she'll look at it. Show me.
The same thing that that you saw. I'll pull it up.
She'll say,
Since
"Show
you
me."
need that, I
No,
can
it's fine.
pull
You
that
don't
up.
have to pull it up.
Hold
It's
on. It's right there.
fine.
She starts talking to you about the swoops and the letters
Yeah.
and capital letters and things like that. And she starts putting together a script, and she's writing it on another piece of scroll paper. She goes, "There's a message here." It's good. Was yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. There's a message here. Give me a moment, she says, and she starts looking at it.
Oh dear.
She'll say, "I need to get funds together." She'll tell, "We need to get funds together. We need to equip ourselves. And I need to talk to Felix.
Lots of magic items.
We do. I need to tell him. Well, I guess this place is ours now."
And there goes, "It sounds that way, but of course no one of evil nature can own such a place in Queensland." The butler at that point looks at you and goes, and of course, the two of you must leave within 14 days.
Mhm.
So you'll be able to use the services here. But if you demand that I come with you, I must do so. Or I could stay here and run this place for you. It's up to you. I would prefer to stay here.
Huh.
What's your
Pindar goes, "I
profession?
bet you would." Huh?
What's your profession?
I'm a butler.
No. What do you do?
I serve
Do you cast
Is-
magic? Do you
is
fight?
internal.
What do you do?
Well, I can cast magic, yes.
What kind of magic?
A very particular kind.
So you're a warlock. Makes sense.
Okay.
Is that correct? What
Uh,
kind of magic?
well, I've never had to call it something, so I'm not quite sure.
What does it do? What's the nature of it?
It's me. I am it.
What's
You're
his
right.
name?
I don't look correct, do I?
No.
He changes, and he has a
Oh, I
top
didn't know
hat.
about
A
that.
top hat appears with a couple cat ears coming off of it. They're black cat ears. Look like they're coming from inside the hat, like they're attached to his head. And he becomes human, looking human. He's like, "Is this better?"
She glares at the cat ears. That's fucking sacrilege. She's like,
It's the cat in the hat.
No? Okay. Okay. He pushes down on his hat and goes back to the way he was before.
Mm.
It is me. I am it.
He could stay here. No, not my fault. So,
Zin's like, he is a great boon. Give me a moment and I will tell you what I know.
he has a lot of information.
Pindar
We
says,
can talk about it.
dealing with devils comes in many steps. He looks over at you. Before you know it, you've gone farther than you originally would have. Zen goes, what he says is true. Just because you have a contract with him does not mean that you can't have more. Does not mean that other things can take place and happen to you. The fact that you are working with Mephistopheles automatically makes you an enemy to the Big A. And various others. I have worked for him before and they know who I am. I have a reputation and now it would seem that I am still working for him. Though you did do it in a way where I am forever free from him. So I suppose when this is all said and done, at least there is an out. At least there is an out, yes. The butler's still cleaning. He goes behind the bar and starts walking around the place looking at the tables and things of that nature to clean them up.
we also need to meet Kavanaugh. Perhaps that you noticed.
Yes.
He was sent by the Big A.
She looks over at him. She goes, oh, I'm aware. He is from him directly. But it seems you have control of him, so he is still alive. That's what Zen says. You see him kind of look up at you from under the table like, see?
He helped us.
Well, of course he did.
Granted, we saved his ass, but
Yes, yes. But he is still a minion of the Big A, are you not, little one? And he goes, he looks up at you.
to the second that I let you go, we were going to go right back to him and tell him everything.
I have no choice.
Because why?
I don't know. I just can't go against him. I can go against him now with you for a while, as long as you keep me here. But the whole time I'm here, anything I learn, I will tell him if you release me. I can't help it.
You have to. So you're like packed into him somehow.
Yes. Yes.
So we need to look
But-
at getting that.
But you know what I could do for you?
What?
I could be your handler.
What does that mean?
I could connect you to him. Like, you could become a warlock of the Big A.
No.
You see Zen just kind of glare, look at him, and he goes,
I
oh,
don't want
okay.
to be connected to him or anywhere near him for any reason.
oh. Okay.
I was thinking that you wanted to be free of him.
Oh no. Not Big Daddy. Oh no. I mean, yeah. Is that the wrong answer? Zen's like, oh, you've given several wrong answers, little one. The moment she releases you, I will destroy you. And she turns and looks at him. He's like,
She'll telepathy's in. I know this is probably not what you're expecting, but I think you should probably get rid of him. I just don't want to watch.
okay.
I'm so glad that wasn't telepathy. That Ren can't hear that.
What if something happens to me and he gets loose of me somehow and he goes back and tells me everything?
Exactly.
It's not safe.
It's not.
It's not good. No, that's bad. That would be bad for everyone that we love. Yeah, I got a hold of him, so I'll know.
Okay. When I'm done with this, she says, or when it's
So
not paying
sorry.
attention to me. No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
He looks up at you and he's like, so, I know a lot of things about the Big A that I could share with you.
Cool. Why don't you tell us all of them?
That could take a long time. But I could start. Yeah. Like, I know that his palace on the Prime is just covered with lava. That it's not all lava inside the rooms and the buildings, some of them. I've been there. To Mirabilia.
Yeah. What's in it?
He's in it. Yeah. He closes his eyes and you get a vision of the school. The school for extraordinary children, the Sith Academy for Extraordinary Children. You get a vision of what it looks like with Asmodeus sitting on a throne. You see the whole room, the main room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zen says to you in your head, it's strange. The only thing that I found written here, it's mumbo jumbo. It's just a bunch of letters and none of them fit together. I'll have to work on it more, but this is not a typical contract. Something is different about this. I don't. Yeah.
Like I said, I wrote it, so I don't understand unless. Well, actually, this thing did happen with a mind mage while we were down there. So maybe it was when that was going on.
I don't know. I'll need more time to look at this, and so I've notified some of the others. Eden, Kara, you guys are notified by Zen that they are in the Red Lantern Tavern and they are back, and that they have signed a contract with Mephistopheles. That was the only way for them to get out. And she reads the contract to you in your head. She reads it to you and Eden. She tells you 14 days is what they've got before they have to leave. The way that it's written, it could be that if they don't leave, they lose their souls, even though I think they believe that it's not so. She mentions specifically let me find it. Section 3. She says, relinquishment of souls. It is expressly agreed and understood that by signing this contract, the signator shall not forfeit their soul to the infernal entity. However, in consideration for the exception, the signatory agree to depart from the territory of Queensland forthwith in the relentless pursuit of power within 14 days from the time that they return to the prime material plane. And she says the fact that it says in consideration for the exception means that it could be gambled that it's reverse of that. If they don't leave, they do lose their soul. But if they but they don't lose their soul by just signing the contract. So there's still danger that they could lose their souls. This is what Zen is telling you guys. She does not mention it to Ren
Right.
or Seth. And I, though you consider me perhaps working with darker forces, am the only one going to stay with them and help them through this journey of what they've had to do to get out of this. So we'll be leaving Queensland, I'm sure, and I certainly hope the two of you will be coming.
Well, I was just about to say, I know that I'm supposed to be running for this campaign for the council, but what you guys are doing is for the good of the world. I can't just sit back and possibly allow you guys to be harmed. That
You're
doesn't
gonna
sit.
need a healer.
That doesn't sit
That's
right
what
with me.
that's what I expected to hear, and thank you for following through with the way that your religion and teachings profess. You happen to be some of the only two individuals I've ever met that do so. So thank you. I'll tell the others. Are you going to meet us here at the Red Lantern, or would you like to meet us somewhere else? Evidently, they own the place now, and she starts telling you. She spills the beans to the two lawful good party members. She tells you everything
Is
that's.
there anything illegal that she tells us?
No,
Okay. Well,
no,
it's lawful good.
nothing,
No.
nothing illegal.
Morally,
Morally questionable. You don't have all the answers yet.
Okay.
You would need to speak with Ren and Seth directly as to why they did it. I mean, you would be judging them. You know what I mean? You don't know all the answers yet.
Right. Okay.
Fact of the matter is, out of gameplay, Ren did not change alignment.
No, she didn't. Nobody can test her to see if
And
she
neither did-
changed alignment,
neither did
though.
Seth.
So everybody's looking at her all.
Exactly. So there
She's
is
gonna
that.
mention that soon because she knows that.
Okay. All right. Anyway, that is what Zen tells you, Seth, or
Well, maybe we should. head
Kara
down
and Eden,
there.
about Seth.
I know
And,
I need to notify somebody. I don't know, probably head of my campaign.
Yeah, but
That
that might be a
girl.
good idea.
That girl. What was her name?
Pindar walks over to Seth and he's like, "The Cat Lord told me to do this." He grabs your shoulder and gives you 2 restorations. You get your level and a half back.
No. Thank you.
Yeah. So, he puts the journal up and everything, the map and everything. He says, "This is more important than we initially thought."
So is that not something we need to worry about?
It's something the Cat Lord definitely needs to worry about, as well as others that are involved with.
I'm ready for a fight.
Well, that was a fight, let me tell you.
I'm sure. We were going to come.
We'll
rescue-
brief you on what happened, what we know, but if the Cat Lord sends you there, of course, he kind of looks down. He's like, of course he's going to want others to come with you. And he looks up at you, and it looks like he's not happy about it. Like there's this look on his face of dread.
Mhm.
I've never seen him like that before.
What happened out there? Or what happened out there?
Well, like I said, we'll go through that later. Things work differently there. We were trapped. In a way. There was a way out, but it took some doing. And we did not come out unscathed. So
I'll bet.
I need to speak with the Lord of Cats. I suggest we meet back up at some other location. I don't know about here. And he looks over at the butler, you know.
Hmm.
And
We need to go to the Temple of Aphrodite and we need to go to the cradle.
Kara,
yeah, Kara and Eden.
The cradle's probably the best source for magic items and the things that I do this morning.
he was going to say, did somebody tell them?
Tell them who are
Kara and Eden that we're back?
Ren friends here. I didn't.
Zin goes, yes, I told them.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, wait a minute. Everybody else got a hug except for me.
She smiles and runs over and gives you a hug.
He'll pick her up and big
Okay.
bear hug.
All right.
I will collect the arrows.
All right.
I'm back. I'm alive. I'm at the Red Lantern Inn.
Thank goodness. Are you okay?
Yeah,
We couldn't find you.
I guess the only reason that we got out was because a couple of our friends decided to sign a contract with Mephistopheles. It was the only way that we could get out. I
Which
guess
friends?
he wanted us out of Queensland and hidden and seeking power and getting ready for the prophecy with the Nexus.
Which friends?
Ren and Sly.
Are you okay?
I'm honestly looking forward to getting out of Queensland. Maybe things might be a little bit different than what my life has been up to this point.
It's dangerous out there, especially right now.
According to the contract, we're all, well, I guess not me because I didn't sign the contract, but I guess I guess that all of them are now protected and supported by Mephistopheles. Like he gave them this Red Lantern Inn and a butler, but I'm talking with Pindar, and it seems like the Lord of Cats is still kind of in charge of what direction we're heading. I just don't know. It's all quite overwhelming.
Well, of course the snake's in charge. So have you ever had a child, like, try to help you with something? And they, like, drop something, or they spill something, or they break something?
Yeah.
That's how the cat lord feels about Mephistopheles. Like he's a functional child. It's just touching everything.
Trying
He
to
needs
help,
keep his hands to
but
himself.
messing stuff up.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. That's a little thing.
Thank you for that. That is fucking hilarious. Bumbling child. He didn't seem like a bumbling fucking child to me.
Well, you haven't met this anyway.
Mm.
So today I had my stuff ready.
He's just a gem, isn't he?
Yeah. So, well, actually, I tried to pray to this man several times.
I think the royal blue is really the way to go when it comes to the dinner, because if you add the royal blue and the silver, this is Bay's mom talking to you as you're having this conversation. If you add the silver to the royal blue, it will just pop. It will look good. We don't really want to go gold because that would be more like, regal lion. And I don't know.
Since you're on a first name basis with me and all, maybe someday you can.
Yeah, I could introduce you someday, for sure. I really like your idea. I really like the silver and
And for the flowers, for the centerpieces, and she starts talking about those.
So she'll say to Doll, please keep in contact with me and let me know where you're at. And if you need anything, let me know. Whether that be help,
Come on.
money, whatever it is. Let me know.
I'm going to the cradle and stock up on magic items and the temple, and then we have to leave here as soon as possible.
Let me know when you leave and where you're going.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All this is happening roughly at the same time. Kind of together as, you could have been doing that as all this is going on. And Pendar will tell you guys that he needs to go to the Happy Hunting Grounds with this. and that he'll be in touch. And congratulations on escaping the mansion. And that the Lord of Cats says you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Congratulations.
Should I look at
And he-
Pendar before you should see Pendar?
Hmm.
My morals haven't changed. Just so you know.
I trust in the Lord of Cats. I'm glad to hear that. He walks up and he goes, but he grabs the bottle and of course it puts it in the bag. I never knew what they were, truly. He turns and walks out the door. Okay, yeah, he's giving you the red ale and you're drinking it. It's the best damn red ale you've ever had in all your life. All the things that you thought you would say about they need to add a little more of this or this has got too much of an ad or what, it's not there. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And he goes about doing the other stuff. He goes back in the kitchen. You hear him cleaning the kitchen. That's what he's doing now. The grill.
Kick my feet up, have a pipe.
Okay.
So, I need Pendar
So-
left, right?
Where? Yeah. Where's the deed?
It's in Ren's hand. She's
Okay.
still holding it.
All right.
Um,
I just need to know where that is. So.
So I don't know what to do with this thing, but I wanted to say, if one of us signs this, doesn't that mean that we're responsible for anything that has happened here? Like, couldn't that backfire?
Could
'Cause,
and
like,
says I think I don't
This
know
was a
the
place
laws
of,
here.
like, evil.
We'll talk to Eden and Carr. They'll know. Hopefully they're going to meet us. By the way, where are we meeting? She says to you guys, Eden and Carr. He hears in.
Wherever you'd like to meet.
We're at the Red Lantern now. You can come here now.
Alright, we can start walking that way.
All right. Zin looks. She's like, they're on their way.
Okay. So there's several things I need to do. We need to get together before we.
Timmy gets up and starts looking around. He's going over the tables and he's looking through shit. Walks over. There's an instrument over there in the corner, a mandolin. He picks it up. He's like, "Hey, they even left a mandolin." Puts it back down. Some kind of pack here too, he says, and he opens it up. And starts pulling out books. He's
What
like,
is that?
looks like music.
It's for Bart's play.
Duh.
Of course it's over there. I guess that makes sense.
Closes it, puts it back in the bag. Leaves there and goes over to this table. It's like, man, it's like all these motherfuckers left the food and everything. Did you guys ask Pindar how? Well, I mean, they already knew, so they cleaned this place, right?
I guess.
Where'd everybody go? Did they arrest all these guys?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Should look at Zen. Did they?
And Zin's like, I'm not sure. I know the place was sealed off. I know they did investigate. I was not here. No one was allowed in here, she says.
So you guys ready?
Zen turns and looks at the butler. She's like, excuse me, but now that you've been able to look around, have you found any books, financials, any information whatsoever? And he's kind of looking down at the grill that he's cleaning, and he looks over and she goes, no, not yet. And she goes, well, could you do that for me and look around and let us know exactly what you find? He's like, as you wish. Are you one of the owners? And he turns and looks at Zen, and Zen goes, yes, I guess I am. We probably all are. How's that sound? We don't know yet, but and he goes, well, I'll do what needs to be done in the meantime until you decide, of course. And he kind of bows like that. And he starts looking around for books and things like that, scrolls. He goes over to the table, underneath the table, and he finds one. And he's like, yes, there's some materials here. He says, let me look through these. your imp says to you, Asmodeus has left some people in Mirabilia. Like living, live people that aren't possessed. Yeah.
Why?
To scare them and torment them and torture them. Because most of the people that are there are possessed. But there's some that aren't. They're living a nightmare. Cool, huh?
That's very interesting.
Yeah. I know several families. I wish there was a way to like watch it or something. That would be so much fun. With some snacks.
Exactly where they're
Yeah.
at? Like, could you go there?
Yeah, several of them.
Yeah. Can you explain it to me?
I could. You see Zen walking up, and you see her hand is glowing this purple color. And he's just looking at you, getting ready to talk to you.
That's left ear. Hey, he's telling me about families that are trapped in Mirabilia in the VA's mansion.
See the purple disappear off her hand?
I think we might want to have somebody sit with him and get as much information as possible.
Are you listening?
Yeah, yeah.
He kind of looks over and he sees Zen that got closer, and he's like, he kind of goes behind your leg and holds it, and he's like looking at her.
I just had a friend message me.
Oh,
Um,
okay. He just keeps looking over at Zen.
I want to hear about all that.
She walks back away. She's like, okay, she says in her head, let me know when you're ready, because I was getting ready to make him start back over as a piece of larva.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, she'll let him tell her like exactly how to get in, like what rooms are they in, or
All right.
any-
Kara Eden, you are headed from
wherever the hell we were.
Tower of Naz, and you get to the road that turns by where the tower is and where the Eden's Gate is, and Stephanie telepathies to you. Hey guys.
What's going on, sweetie?
You guys are right out in front, basically.
She'll turn and look and see if she can see her out the window.
You see her in the window looking at you, and she's smiling.
What you mean?
She's like, "Are you guys busy?"
What's going on? What do you need?
So we've
Is
been
there a problem?
not really a problem. There's just some things with the school, with the kids. There's some information we've gained. I think we might.
She'll turn. She'll start walking towards the
Okay,
house.
might need to talk to somebody. She says, and you start walking that way.
Coming.
Okay. On the front porch, you guys see a kind of a heavy-set kid, Billy, sitting there with the bruiser girl. She's popping her knuckles as you guys come walking up, and she got a smile on her face.
Well, good afternoon.
She and a few other what I would call cronies sitting on the porch or whatever as well. And you say, "Good afternoon." She goes, "Well, looky here, guys," and she goes, with sincerity. She starts to clap, and you see them all clap, and they stand up, clapping like in a standing ovation. All these children clapping at you guys.
Like how she mocked her before.
Yeah, before she mocked you. You know, I thought you were going to change things, and like you've actually done it now, so you could tell that this is heartfelt. And then when you guys get closer, they stop clapping, and she kind of steps in front of them all, and she's like, "So,
Are you happy now?
Give her a smile.
Are things better?
they're so much better. My name's Christy.
Nice to meet you, Chrissy.
Nice to meet you." Kara Eden, thank you for everything that you've done. Me and the gang really appreciate it. You have opened up doors. You know that some of us older kids have freedom to take on extracurricular activities and do things in and out of the city and stuff like that. Through the window, you see Stephanie looking at you guys as you're talking, and she's like, and so, yeah, you've pretty much changed our life, you know. Yeah, I'm glad you came in that day.
I am too. She'll kind of ruffle her hair.
She's Vulcan.
Is she?
Yeah,
She'll kind of ruffle her hair a little bit.
she smiles, you
She'll
know.
say, I gotta go talk to Stephanie.
All right.
And she'll walk
She
in.
punches you like on the shoulder.
She's wearing full plate.
I know.
She probably hurts her hand.
Ding.
And yeah, you go in. You walk in, and she's sitting in there. She sits at a table, and she has some lemonade out for you guys.
Mm.
She'll go sit down with her. Good afternoon.
Hi.
What's going on, sweetheart?
Well, you know, I've got a chance to speak to the kids, and so, you know, Leaf was talking about the flashing colors from yellow to green.
Yeah.
I was able to show her a divinity stone and a nature stone, and she says those are. She immediately lit up. Those are what were down there
Yeah.
that she saw by the base of the tower. I don't know if she actually went into the tower or if that's a location where some are buried. I'm sure the city has this taken care of, but I thought it would be important to, you know, notify you guys of what's going on.
I appreciate you letting us know.
They also said some more information that we gained from some of the children was that Mistress Zula, or Matriarch Zula, and her mother would meet often with Sheriff Board and Galen Ray, and apparently there was some sort of scary monster that looked like a cow that met with them as well.
She'll telepathy.
Um, and with them, the chaplain, and that they would all meet together various times, and that the children have seen them enter the tower without going through the key keeper and all of that. You know about the key keeper, the gatekeeper, and the key. Yeah, evidently they walked into the wall of the tower.
Are you talking about Chaplain
Vim.
Vim?
Yes. He has not been seen since all of this took place. Neither has the mistress,
That's quite interesting.
the
because
matriarch.
He tried
or her
several
mother.
times to get us to go to the tower.
He did.
Several times.
Yeah.
That place is rubble now. There's the gatekeeper, the key keeper, that's all gone. It's been destroyed. I don't know why. I mean, I know it may have been the attack on the city. It might have been the guards. I don't know, but it's all that's destroyed.
As far as I know, it was the attack on the city.
She kind of looks past you guys and through the window, and you can see the tower from the porch. Yeah. She looks at it and
Is
she's
there
like,
still guards?
yes, there's guards all around it. She says, we can daily see what's going on here, and we've seen no activity, no investigation, there's been nothing, you guys. The children are scared to death of that place. Rightfully so.
Yeah. Absolutely.
She pulls out a scroll and she hands it to you. She goes, here's the list of the children that are missing.
She'll take it. She'll read it.
There's over 500 children on that list within the last 10 years or so.
Close it.
Now, I know they haven't been able to get into the tower.
They haven't.
No?
No.
Well, maybe those stones have something to do with it. I mean, they would. I don't know. It's none of my business. This is the information I've been able to collect, and I think it's one of these situations where rumors are building,
Mm-hmm.
You guys are standing there, and there's a knock on the door, and she kind of looks up. You guys look up, and it's a window, so you can see who's at the door. And you see Sergeant Patterson there. He's glinting in the sunlight. You see his skin glinting, and he's smiling. He waves at you guys, and she goes like that. And he comes in. When he comes in, and you guys, you would have noticed too, there's a bell at the door that rings when he comes in. It would have rang when you guys came in. He's like, well,
Well, good afternoon.
fancy seeing you guys here. Thank you
Sergeant.
for your investigation and the things that have transpired from it. Commander, you and the priestess Kara, you're legends in my book. Anytime you need my help, anytime you need anything, just let me know, and I'll be there for you.
Thank you.
It seems as though that the children, the previous thing with the city and the citizens militia and all that stuff, it seems that they have put a stop to it. And so, you guessed it, I'm out of a job. I am no longer commissioned with the military. I was subcontracting anyway. So yeah, if you ever need anything,
Let's look at the Stephanie. She's like, do you guys need somebody to train the kids in that fashion? You can hire him.
she looks at you out of the corner of her eye with this glint of like, ooh my, like you could tell she likes him. She looks at you and she goes, says in her head, that is a great fucking idea.
You want me to do
I'm
it,
sorry,
or do you
excuse
want-
my French. Can you please do it? Can you?
She'll say, well, actually, here at the academy, Sergeant Patterson,
You see him go
we
with his hair.
we actually need somebody to train the children
Train the children where?
here. If they decide they want to be, fighters or soldiers or mercenaries.
He kind of turns and looks. He turns and looks at Stephanie, and she goes, "You see her cheeks turned red." And she goes, we can. You could have a room here. I mean, not that you would want a room, but you could have a room here. And the kids, most of the kids really love you, and yeah, we could use some more help around here. I think that's a great idea, don't you? And she looks over at Eden and then at Cara. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's a beautiful idea.
Yeah.
You're great.
Hired. And she looks at him and he's like, very well.
We both vouch for him.
All right. Okay.
Well, it's
We could
settled then.
discuss payment, I guess,
Yeah.
later.
You
Or
guys can talk about it, or we can discuss it, or whatever.
she goes, well, you have room and board, and you'll have, there's a lot of things we can talk about it all. Whatever your price, I'm sure you're not that expensive. I mean, I don't mean that.
They
She
have
goes,
the funds to hire
yeah.
whoever's necessary.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming by. We got some stuff to do with the kids. She says, she stands up and
Eden will stand up.
okay. He
It's
kind
so
of
good to see you, sweetheart.
looks around like, what the hell's happening here? And she shuffles you the hell out.
Yeah, we'll get out. We'll get the fuck out.
And you guys come out, and then you head to the Red Lantern.
No, she'll say to Cars, I bet that you would have been married someday.
You walk into the Red Lantern. That's where we're going to stop and take a quick break. Eden and Carl walk into the Red Lantern with everybody else, and we will be right back.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we're back. Alrighty, guys.
So, yeah.
I would say so. We have some stuff to do.
Lots of stuff.
We have things to do to prepare.
Eden and Kara, you guys walk in. You see some Cambion looking thing at the bar. Both of you do. And then sitting over by the table, you see Zen, and you see everybody that's in here. You know who's in here.
And Teardrop.
And Teardrop, yeah, a halfling female, who at this point is sitting down over by the bar eating something.
And Carl will go over, give her some clothes. Because Carl's actually got clothes of the
Okay, she's in a cloak, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, hi.
Hi. Here, I've got some clothes that'll fit you.
Thank-
Besides just a cloak.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
I'm Teardrop.
Hi, Teardrop. I'm Carl.
Nice to meet you, Kara. You detect evil. What are you doing?
Yeah, I should detect evil when she
Oh
walks
yeah,
in.
yeah. That dude behind the bar, and then something over by her, and then something over by Doll, and something, and then Zen, of course.
She'll-
Bartender, the butler. He turns and looks over at you, and he's like,
Well, blessings of Gold Star to you.
"Well, thank you."
She'll nod. She'll look over.
I think that wasn't an insult, was it?
No, of
I didn't
course
think so.
not.
Thank you so much.
You ever heard of Gold Star?
Oh yes, no, yes I have. Yes I have. Is that better?
What are you doing?
Trying to talk to you in your language.
Mm.
You sound funny.
Do I?
I'm not. You were talking to me. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
So you sound funny? He raises an eyebrow.
You got Cara giggling.
She's just got an eyebrow raised right back, just looking at him a little.
Can I get you something to eat or drink?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. She'll
It-
look over by Doll where she felt the other evil.
All right. You see a little imp on the ground standing next to her, looking over at Zen like. She doesn't seem to be scared of you, but she's looking at Zen's,
What on
and
earth is
Zen's
that?
looking at you like this. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
What on earth is that?
that would be a devil. That would be a little devil named Kavanaugh. She says.
You guys know those are illegal in the city, right? Unless it's a familiar, of course.
Well, of course, it's a
Hmm.
You know that thing's evil, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she went and hitched herself with it, Zen says.
It's
She got
currently-
hitched?
She did.
Oh my goodness.
It's currently telling me about families that are trapped in the Big A's mansion here on the Prime that's covered in lava. He's got some families trapped there,
Well,
torturing them, and
We need to rectify
So-
that.
It's the only reason the little shit is still alive. And she turns in, says, and looks at Eden. Or I would have already killed it. You see, when she says that, he looks up at you and he's like, see? I told you. She wants to kill me.
I'll feed you to my dog. That was Cara, by the way.
He looks over, big eyes, glowing orange eyes.
her wing, huh? You know?
Yeah.
And it's a really nice pantsuit. It's green.
Can we all get along? He looks up at Doll. Huh? I mean, he's got a couple angel friends here with wings and stuff, and they're being really mean to me.
And Max goes,
And you're gonna, yeah.
As long as you're listening to her, you don't have anything to worry about from me.
Okay. And her?
Cara just reach out. I do what she says.
And the dog?
Dog does
Oh,
what
I
I say.
don't control that dog.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And can you leave me alone? He looks over at Zen and she goes, absolutely not.
She'll look at the butler. What was your name?
I am the butler.
What kind of name is that?
What is your name?
Eden.
What kind of name is that?
The butler, that's not a name. That's a title.
Eden's not a name.
It is too.
It's a place in heaven, love.
I'm named after that place in heaven, obviously.
Well, I'm named after the profession of butler.
I
Obviously.
don't like him.
She'll walk in and walk past them.
You have some strange friends.
Mm-hmm. They're my friends. How about a refill?
Of course.
By
It's
the way,
no.
Tell me about Big A.
Oh, I have a lot of information about him. Maybe this will help. And he reaches out and puts the books with the papers and all the stuff. He goes, I found these.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Let's start reading.
Okay.
Said that something, did you?
Eden,
Mm-hmm.
you get a telepathy.
From home.
Enos? Hey,
Well, good afternoon.
good afternoon. Did you step in some smelly stuff there?
Not yet. Everything seems to be mildly under control.
I hear you will be going with them when they leave the city.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell my campaign manager this is more important.
I'll take care of it for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll let the prince know about the situation. And you still are with the Holy Hosts, so I will commission you to gain intel and follow them and protect them as best you can.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. That's all.
All right.
If you need anything, let me know.
Okay, I will.
So what's the script here?
Oh, so you're looking at the thing, right?
Oh yeah.
So this is, you're surprised this was not found when they searched this place first off,
Right.
because as you start looking at it, this is all the information that you would need on the corruption within Queensland. From top to bottom. Who's involved, what their names are, who they're attached to, what their jobs are, how long they've been there, including this place. It mentions the chaplain Vim, it mentions the matriarch, it mentions your grandfather, it mentions Sheriff Board. It mentions the dwarf
Richard?
from way back. No, not
The
Rixer.
one we had the bounty on.
The one you had the bounty on, Rhaegar.
Rhaegar.
Mentions Rhaegar. It mentions several individuals that could still possibly be in the city that were part of this corruption. It mentions the trafficking and empowering of divinity stones and changing them through the dark druidic magic. It mentions Marina. It mentions the tower. It mentions that all these individuals.
Does it mention how to get into the tower?
Antoninus. It mentions. I mean, there's a lot of information as you start looking through this. This takes you some time. This delivery here to this from this it. Some of them are code names, but later on those names come out. It's like they were hiding it for a while and then just decided to stop hiding it. Like they didn't give a shit. Like,
Elis? You have a minute?
yeah,
I got some information that you might need.
really.
And the prince. I know the prince is busy, but this is information that you were looking for regarding the city and the corruption.
Really?
Real.
Where was this found?
Here at the Red Lamp. It was just set down in front of me. I'm going through it right now, and holy crap. This is incredible. And I'll start reading something.
So yeah, you haven't finished it. Like you just got through it a little bit. You know, you haven't finished the whole thing.
There's no way.
It's going to take you hours to go through this and categorize, and there's names and.
And I'll tell him some of the stuff that I found and what it says.
It doesn't say who's writing this. Like it doesn't tell you
Right.
who's the one that wrote this down, but they're all the same handwriting. It's one person. Whoever this is, it's the same individual.
Yeah. This is a little too important for me to hold on to.
I will.
You want me to meet you somewhere? We're fixing to go to the cradle.
Yeah, could you stop by the temple, or you could give it to Eden if she's with you and she can
She
bring
is.
it.
You want her to stop by the cradle?
I could.
Or not the cradle, the temple?
Yeah, let's do this outside of the cradle. Let's not. Yeah, let's
Okay.
take care of this. So you're yeah. He should be there pretty soon to pick it up. Little halfling. About that point, you see a halfling walk in the door.
And I'll just pick the whole stack up.
It's
in
the
here.
same halfling that Eden and Kara saw at the children's home, at the Eden's Gate.
Yeah,
He's
we've
that
s-
half. Yeah.
we've seen him
Hello
before.
And you've contracted him before. He's like, oh,
I'll
hey.
just pick the stack up and say, this is from Elis.
He takes it and he's like, thank you, kindly.
You're most welcome.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Good afternoon.
Hey, good to see you guys. I hear Patterson's gonna stay there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah, he
awesome,
is.
awesome.
He's
awesome.
gonna be training the children.
Just to talk about details, at least you don't have to pay me to do the things I'm doing for him. That is pretty cool, isn't it?
Mm.
He smiles at Eden. Yeah.
Carr says, we would.
Oh, you guys are sweet. You're sweet. Well, I gotta go. Big man needs this stuff, and he turns and walks out. He walks out, and you hear it outside, like he
Yeah.
teleported.
And Seth just looks at the butler and says, thank you.
Of course.
That was most important.
What is it? Well, I'm glad that I could be of help to you.
Indeed.
Is there anything else that you request that I do? And Zen goes, those were the papers you found? He's like, yes. She looks over at you and telepathy. She goes, what was in it?
He'll tell her
Okay.
as much as he can.
The butler's just kind of standing there. And he's like, do you guys need anything? Does he need any more food? And he says that about your imp. He's like, would he like some more? I've got some pie here. Maybe he would like some of it. He's probably hungry. He looks up at you. Runs over there madly, chaotically, knocks down a chair, gets up under the bar and starts just devouring this cherry pie. He's facing it, fucking like it's a cherry pie eating contest. And the butler's just smiling. He's like,
Right, I'll stand up.
She'll telepathy Zen again. I don't think it's worth it to keep him around to get the amount of information he's got, unless
thank you, sweet lady, he says, and he looks over at you, and he's got cherries and crusts and everything. And you see his eyes that were really bright orange are kind of dimmed down just a little bit, not as aggressive. He's like, thank you.
unless you have some idea of some way that somebody can sit and get information out of him.
Oh, there are ways,
I
Zen
don't-
says to you.
Yeah, I don't want to bring him into the cradle or anywhere else, and I just, yeah.
What is that? Is anybody told Zambar and Gabor about what's going on?
Zen's like, no. I figured they were with Eden and Kara.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah, the last time you guys saw them, they were at the temple.
Yeah, they were at the temple.
Or at the
last I saw.
museum. The guild.
send me back to the
Ren
butler.
will stand up and she'll say, "So I've got some things that I need to go take care of. So,
Okay. Zin's like, all right, I think
we need to start getting
we need
that."
some more eyes on this
Yeah,
contract.
absolutely.
I have found some stuff, but I can't really make heads or tails out of it.
Okay.
She looks over at Eden, Zin does, and she's like,
What?
nothing. It's just this contract. This mess, she says. We should probably go to the guild, Zin says. First off,
Yeah.
there's several reasons why we need to go to the guild. Let's just
I need to go too.
let's just go to the guild or the temple or the museum. She says, whatever it's called now. We need help from our sisters with this.
We do. You guys ready?
Whenever you want.
She'll look at the butler. I don't want him. He can't stay here by himself. He needs to go with us. I think.
He looks up at you. Shall I lock the place up?
Yes.
Very well. He walks over to the door that goes out to the patio and closes it, pulls out a key, puts it in the lock and turns it, and you see magic appear. And he walks over to the other door, walks over to the other windows, looks at all the windows and starts doing the same thing with the key at all the
She'll
windows.
say to the butler, "You blend in better in that other form that you chose."
As you wish, ma'am. He takes it with a top hat and the two cat ears and human. He goes, are we traveling?
No.
Just within the city.
You see him traveling gear with a backpack and a walking stick and really nice walking stick, and he's got a canteen and some rope, and you see some kind of satchels and bags hanging off of him here and there.
You guys ready? She'll go to the door.
Gloves appear on his hands. They're purple.
So, do you know how to protect us from hellfire and lava?
Well, I do know that. Well, I know places and that such protections exist and lie, and I know those that can make them.
Because we're going to need that if we're going to go up against the big A.
Oh, for sure, for sure. We will do all that we can to help you with that endeavor. I am sure that his infernal and eternal lordship would be most pleased with helping you with such things if you were to have to take that route and go directly towards him. However, I don't think that is the way to beat him directly. But, of course, it's just my opinion. Then again, my master, the grand and eternal one, the infernal one, the ancient one, has been trying for so very long to outwit him, unsuccessfully. So perhaps we should think outside the cube, or box, as it were.
That's the idea. Okay. Temple first.
The teardrop kind of looks over and she's wiping her face off and everything. She goes, what temple?
The Temple of Aphrodite.
Never heard of it.
She is the goddess of love and beauty.
You mean Ariax?
No. Ariax died.
Oh,
And this new goddess Aphrodite is taking over her sphere.
okay. Well, it seems like a peaceful place.
She'll look down. Is that a holy symbol still on her neck?
It is.
Hmm.
You see the butler go, raise an eyebrow at you. He goes like this.
Hmm.
She kind of freezes.
And he shakes his head no. He's like, all right, everything is locked up.
No, like.
That's what he does. He just looks at you and raises an eyebrow and looks at it and then goes,
Maybe we should get one from Nathan.
She's gonna take it.
he stops what he's doing and looks back at you. He's like,
What? Tell me.
Everything is locked up, and we are ready to leave when you are.
Let's go. Kavanaugh,
Zen goes, "What's going on?"
if he knows what to deal with that.
There's something bad's gonna happen if I take this holy symbol off.
Zen walks up and she goes,
said, he can't tell me what it is, but I saw it on his face. It's what possessed me, and I didn't realize that it was still on.
"1 minute." No, not necessarily. I just, I need to look at something real quick. Give me 2 shakes of the lamb's tail. Can she do that is the question. She just steps in front of you and she goes, "You'll need to accept my spell."
Of course.
He reaches inside of a bag, and you guys, Eden, you feel the evil come off this cube when she holds it out in front of her. It's like it spreads through the room. You're like,
Protection from you.
you put it up.
It's 10
Okay.
feet.
All right. It goes up around you, stops affecting you. She says some words, and you see something come out of the necklace and into the cube, like a dark, misty form go.
Brand's shaking. She's like visibly shaking. What was that?
What
was that?
What were they? And she taps your shoulder.
Can I take this off now?
Yes.
Please? She'll take it off.
Okay. The butler's standing over by the door with the keys, just kind of looking like, in the air. It's like, actually has his, his arm up and his hand to his side. Zen says, "You're okay. You're okay. I got you.
Thank you.
There's nothing else."
Thank you.
She turns and looks at everybody else and just kind of walks up to each of you and starts looking you over. "You're good. You're okay." And she goes through each of them. She goes all the way to teardrop to everyone. She doesn't do it to the imp, of course, but she does it to everybody else. She says, you guys are all clean. It's all good. By the might of the cat lord." She puts it under her.
She'll send, a silent thank you and a prayer to the Cat Lord.
Okay. Are we prepared?
She doesn't even talk to him. She just fucking turns and walks out the door.
Okay.
Again, I'm not sure what to do with Kavanaugh.
Zen telepathy in your head. She says, "Just bring him with us for now. We'll take care of it." When you walk past the butler, he says, "Don't kill the messenger."
She'll walk out.
And smiles at you when he says it.
She'll.
Okay. You guys exit,
Yep.
and you're going to head.
Towards the temple.
All right.
It's not too far.
No, you guys are real close to the temple. The Red Lantern Inn is right here on the docks. You come down this way and then straight up to here. So it's not any.
How many days till her
Distance.
birthday? It was supposed to be at the Red Lantern?
It's supposed to be at the Red Lantern. I think it's 3 or 4 now.
Okay.
So. Yeah, you guys make it. No issues. You come into the museum or the Temple of Aphrodite actually now. The doors are open like they were before. and you see Tessa Von Rue standing there in the entryway, and she's like, "Well, hello." You can either take a left and go to the guild, take a right and go to the apartments, or go straight into the sanctuary.
She'll take a left and go to the guild for anyone.
Okay. Zen follows you.
So,
Timmy.
Eden will nod at Tessa and smile at her as she
She
walks by.
smiles at you and nods.
Car off with a slight bow and
Priestess. And the blessings of love and beauty go with you.
Thank you.
You go down the hallway and you go into the meeting room, I would guess, or no?
The guild.
The guild. You're going to actually go
Ren's
into the
gonna
guild.
go to the guild. She'll
This is
say
in
that.
and Ren. So they can't go past that door.
Yeah,
Only
Zen can.
companions can.
Only Zen can. She'll say
And Seth.
that's a
He has a
pass.
pass to get through that door.
She'll say this like, I have to go in and take care of some things in the guild and the actual guild.
So you're standing in the hallway right now, and that door's farther.
I'm sorry, I didn't think about the fact that.
You could go to the meeting room and wait, or whatever. Right? It's up to you. Timmy goes in the meeting room.
so's Carl.
You guys come in and
It's not taking very long, okay? It's important.
and
I didn't think to look for a backpack here.
thinking. Hold on. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're good. It's empty. Nobody's there right now. You guys come in. I had to make sure how much time it's been. You guys come in, sit down. Zen and Ren go through the door. Let me pull the map up for you. Actually, you know what it looks like. Doesn't matter.
She'll walk up to the counter where the woman usually is.
Yeah, she's there. She greets you guys. Hi. Are you still looking for that spell?
Oh, yeah.
We had a copy come in today.
Okay.
Edith said to tell you that it's free of charge.
Kind of smile and take it. Okay.
Zen kind of giggles and she looks at you. She goes, "Does he like you?"
I don't know.
The lady behind the desk is kind of smiles at you.
Put it in her spell book.
Okay,
Close it back up.
that's quite a gift.
Yeah, it is.
Zen's like, "Hell yeah."
Goodness.
Have you companioned him?
What?
Why are you lying to me? She says in your head. You just lied to me.
So it's not like that. It's not like that. I don't know for sure.
Obviously you do.
Okay, so like when you go into companion training, you know how like when you're trained in seduction and it's like masked and stuff?
And you don't know who it is.
Yeah.
You suspect it was him.
I do. But like I don't know for sure.
Okay.
That's why I said no. It's because I don't know.
Do you girls need anything?
I'm so
She's like,
sorry.
"1 second." And she looks back at you. She's like, "You have to tell me. How was it? What? Tell me the details. Tell me.
We'll talk about it.
Is it okay?
We'll
Well,
talk about it.
all right."
Hold on.
She smiles. She goes, "Oh, I can't wait. You got to tell me everything." She turns and looks over at the lady behind the desk, and she's like,
Ren's face is red.
Okay.
It's fucking bright red.
"Yours is, so."
Yeah. I was looking for an energy crystal.
Oh.
Is that something that?
So recently there has been, from the Inventors Guild Hall, there has been a few things that kind of are like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where you heard about those, but Your friend Eden carries one that's a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. Stones are used to make these, and they do need to be recharged, or a new one needs to be used after a certain period of time.
Okay.
And there's different types. This is just something new. This is so cool. I think they're neat, but they're dangerous. They're very
Yeah.
dangerous, and it depends on what kind of magic what stone you want to use. There's different sorts of these energy weapons.
Well, for me personally, one that takes an Enigma stone so that I can recharge it myself.
Okay. All right. I'll have to. One moment. Since while she's doing that, stop there. Back in the other room. You guys come in. You sit down. What do you do?
Can Seth have gone in with them?
No, not now. Not since it already
No, I
happened.
was
But
gonna
you
ask.
could now.
Yeah, I'll go in there because
Okay.
I need to ask about something.
Okay. So Seth sits down for a little bit, and then he's like, "Oh," and he gets
Yeah.
up and goes in. Okay. Anybody else in the room? Kara, Eden, Doll, Timmy. So you guys are standing there. You sit down. You come back out. When you come back out and you go across the hall, you look down the hallway and you see Gavor and Zumbar. They're coming down the hallway.
Okay.
They wave. You wait for them. They come walking up to you. They're like, "Hey."
Hey, everybody's in there.
Gavor's like, "You are back.
Uh-huh.
What happened?"
Well,
Zumbar's like, everybody okay?"
yeah. We had a visit with Mephistopheles.
Bad guy.
Yeah,
Big bad guy.
yeah. We'll explain in a bit. We're gonna leave. We're gonna have to leave Queensland.
Queensland?
The city we're in. now.
Gavor's just looking at you like, what the hell? And Zumbar looks confused. Queensland? You
Yes.
leave?
You're gonna leave too. You're going with
Me
us.
too?
You too.
We go bye-bye.
We go bye
Ha ha! Go bye-bye. He pushes Gavor. Gavor slams into the wall. He's like, "Hey!" And he grabs your shoulder like, "Ah!" And then he runs inside the room where the rest of the people are. And Gavor's like, "Ow."
Big kid.
He's been drinking this morning.
Oh.
There was a drinking contest. Long story. I'm glad that you're back.
Yeah, me too.
I suppose I'll find out what happened.
We got some talking.
Very well.
A lot.
Dolla's gonna select you Stephanie.
Okay.
When they first get in, she sits down and shows him selecting Stephanie.
Okay.
Hello,
Hey. Hey. What's going on?
We just got back. I just got back from,
Back from where?
so we got kidnapped by Mephistopheles.
What?
Long story short, we have to leave Queensland in less than 2 weeks.
Was Kara and Eden with you?
No.
Okay. Okay.
no,
Oh, you just
it
scared the
was
shit out of me.
Ren and Seth and Timmy and myself.
You have to leave Queensland. Boy, it sounds like a lot has happened to you.
It was, and I don't have very many days, but I would like, if you, I know you're busy and you have a lot of responsibilities, but if you could find some time for some training days, and then if you
Mhm.
could also arrange another meeting with the Seven Witches.
Well, that will be this evening, dear.
What?
The meeting, it's this evening. Aren't you coming?
What time?
Midnight.
Duh.
Mm.
Duh.
You,
Yeah.
yeah, you've already been given the invitation. Yeah.
lots happen.
It sounds like it. No, we're excited. Yeah, I'm excited to introduce you
Awesome.
to the coven. Yeah, that's great news.
So we'll just meet at your house?
No, meet at the oak tree. Remember?
It's probably in
Goodness,
the
doll, are
school,
you
right?
okay? No, doll.
No, I was in, we were in hell. We were in
At Oak Manor. We're supposed to meet at Oak Manor. Am I wrong about that?
I don't know.
No, was that Oak Manor?
That's the last I remember.
Yeah, the Oak Manor at midnight is when you're supposed to meet. Right? Share that little doe, big doe, double doe.
Yeah, with the yellow ribbon and
Yeah,
old tree.
yeah. Nice.
Cannot wait.
That's going back.
I'll see you then. I look forward to it.
What time is it now?
I think it's like 7 in the evening, 7, 8 in the evening.
We got back in the morning, so.
Was it morning?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's
No,
No, because you
parade
left-
Was in the morning.
Yeah,
They
you-
hadn't been.
yeah, and then you were gone. So no, it's more like you probably about 4 o'clock. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Sorry, I should have known that. Yeah, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So you got plenty of time. Gabor comes in. We go bye-bye, and he runs up and he like gives you a big hug and gives Timmy a hug, and he's going around the room, like, and he's like, "We okay? You okay?" Yeah. You can smell alcohol on him. Hey,
Yeah.
go bye-bye, and he grabs you, and it's a little rough. You're like, "Hey,
Hey,
what?"
be
Oh.
gentle with me.
You hear your cat hiss at him from underneath. He's like, "Oh,
Be gentle
Kitty.
with me.
critic." He pushes his foot out towards the cat, and the cat's like,
Break me.
"Somebody, food."
Okay.
Food! He screams really loud. You can hear it in the hall.
Breathe.
You go in through the door. You see your sister standing there. Her face is bright red, and Zen's standing in front of her, like. And they both turn to look at you. The lady behind the counter, she's like this. She's got her eyes closed, and she's doing something like this. And Zen's like, "Seth,
Hi.
Hey.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know
Know what?
why you're red.
oh, she was laughing. It was
Mhm.
it was a story about Anyway, I embarrassed her about one of my stories, but anyway,
Hi.
we're waiting on her.
Yeah, she's busy.
I'll go over here and wait while you
Oh, you're fine.
Do
You're
your
fine.
No worries.
You're
do your
fine.
girl thing.
A few moments later, she looks at you. She's like, "I believe I could have one probably this evening." Yeah. So, how should I say this? These are guild sanctioned,
Mm-hmm.
but in some locations the laws are against carrying such weapons.
Oh, okay.
Queensland being one of those places, unfortunately,
Oh.
it would be against the law for you to possess this in Queensland.
I
It would be
see.
against the law, really, for anyone to sell, distribute. However, within the guild, we can do so.
Right, but if I
But
were to leave
if you
the
were to,
building.
once you leave the building, it would be
Okay.
considered contraband. But of course, you're who you are, so I'm sure you're fine. But
Okay.
yeah,
That's good to know. Thank you.
you're welcome. It's a shame because from what I hear, the military is buying up a lot of them and having them constructed and created.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
Interesting.
I thought so too. That's kind of my connection.
Oh.
Anyway,
Well, look at you. She'll smile at her. Okay. Alright. So I guess I'll just come back this evening? Is that okay?
yeah, yeah, that's perfect.
Thank you so
That would be
much.
absolutely perfect. You're welcome. Anything else that I can get for you guys?
Seth, did you read something?
He just looks over when he notices it's just pointing at him. Do you have anything that protects against fire?
Yes.
Specifically lava?
Oh.
And when he says that, he's glancing at her.
At who?
Rin. And Zen.
Strangely enough, within the last year or so, those types of products have completely disappeared off the market.
Huh.
There are ways to find them, though, and I can see what I can do.
Okay.
I'll need to talk to a few people, but
For me personally, I'm looking for like a bag that will hold more stuff.
oh yes, of course. She walks over and goes back to the door, and she goes, "How about you want the biggest one we have?"
Uh-huh.
Okay,
2 of them.
2. All right.
And did you need one?
I was gonna get it back.
Okay.
But yeah, I suppose I could get it
I wanted
for you.
something I could use, like if I could tie them together and use them as saddlebags or
We have saddlebags as well.
that work like that.
Yes,
Really?
of course.
Perfect. That would work even better.
Okay, okay. Let me put these back, and she goes back.
Awesome. Ate that piece of corn that's stuck in my teeth. That's what I get for eating uncooked corn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, real quick, let's take a quick break.
Okay.
And I gotta look something up. I apologize. I have to look something up, and so I can find what I'm doing. Sometimes DM's got a lot going on. You know what I mean? So
A lot.
we're gonna take a second break this episode, and we will be right back. And we're back.
So I guess when we go back out to the rest of the group, Seth wants to ask the group, what are your thoughts about that deed?
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it.
Okay. So you guys are gonna leave there, and you get. Oh, she tells you it's 50,000 gold pieces, half price. She tells you.
Done.
Okay, or silver pieces. Sorry, not gold pieces. Silver pieces, and gold. Whoa, that'd be a lot of money.
Did she tell her how much hers is going to cost?
She doesn't. Do you ask her? She says, I'll yeah, you haven't made the transaction yet,
She
so.
won't.
Okay. All right, so you guys leave. You're heading back into the other room, into the main meeting room. Your eye stone blinks. It goes, boop. Reach down and touch it.
Yeah.
It's a message from the guild.
What's it say?
It's a potential suitor
Oh.
request.
Oh.
Potential suitor companion request. You open it.
Yeah.
An image appears of a very handsome, very, very handsome, dark-headed, short hair, blue eyes, Lord. And it says, Lord.
She put her back to everyone.
All right. It says, Lord. Well, they probably keep walking and go into the room. Zen will stop at the door and just kind of look at you like, you good?
Yeah, I got her thing.
Okay. She'll go in. You guys walk in there. You're out in the hallway looking at it. And Lord Sejord Hightower of Monarch has requested to be vetted for Renara Thorn for a meeting in Monarch to discuss diplomacy and companionship.
So he hasn't been vetted yet, but the meeting needs to happen?
You don't know if he's been vetted by the yes, he's been vetted by the guild, but he hasn't been vetted by you. It's a
Right.
request for you. He's already been vetted, so he's clear to go. He's yeah,
Okay.
in Monarch, yeah, in the guild.
When does it say for? Is there any...
No, there's no time. It just you can reply via the ice stone though.
Okay.
But are you gonna go look him up and
Yeah,
all,
she'll
okay?
go look
So
him
she
up
starts
and
looking
stuff
him up and
first.
everything. Okay, as you're doing that, everybody comes in. Gavor is like, "Where's Rin?" Zin's like, "Oh, she's in the hall. She's taking care of something. She'll be right here." He's like, "Oh, very well." So tell us what happened. Zumbar's yelling food still. You see a couple ladies come by with food for Zumbar and into the room. And Zumbar starts eating.
So we'll fill him in on what happened.
Okay, you just basically give him the lowdown of everything
Yeah.
that took place. Okay.
And the who, what, where, and why.
You're going through telling him all this stuff. You're vetting this individual, which he's as squeaky clean as your dad, or as Eden's dad. Like he's one of those types, a merchant, multi-continental merchant is what he is, and or multi-continental and international merchant, Lord of Monarch, one of the Lords of Monarch. So he's a noble house, and when you look through it, you find he's nobility. Like he is connected to King Gorum and all that. Like his line is from people that were underneath that in noble
Goodness.
houses.
Okay.
He's very, very wealthy, very high to do and that kind of stuff.
Your mic.
Oh, thank you so much. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so he's Lord Sejord Hightower of Monarch. You don't see anything wrong. There's no religion or nothing like that or political standing. He has no, besides being a nobleman, that's it, a lord. When you look at what it is that he is a merchant of, it's everything. There's nothing that he doesn't deal with.
Okay.
Then you look at the classified and the secretive files of this individual, and you find out that most likely this individual is tied to the holy hosts, that he is connected somehow with the holy hosts. It talks about him being a part of a brotherhood that you recognize, that your father is a part of.
Eden's father.
Yeah, Eden's father is a part of, that you recognize, and yeah, and he's requested a meeting. So, any other questions? You can ask the database and start looking through and try to find out anything else. You can find out where he lives in Monarch. You can find out where his business is. You can find out he's single. He's not married. He has no children. Never been married. And he's in his 50s. He's human. He's Vulcan. Never had any kind of military training or background. He's never been involved with anything like that.
Okay. Are there any previous companions?
No. None. He's been on the registry. Look, he's been on the registry for over a decade, but he's never requested anyone, and he's never had anyone request him.
What was his name?
Sejord Hightower, Lord Sejord Hightower, S-J-O-R-D, S''J-O-R-D. Anyway, you get done with that, and as you're getting done with that, you turn around to go back into the room, and Natan's standing right there. You did not hear him. You just turn around, and there's his chest, and
Joe.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dear. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
It's okay. Gosh, you're quiet.
Can I give you a hug? I'm so sorry for what happened to you.
Sure.
He hugs. She's like, I'm so sorry what happened to you. Pat your back. You no longer have the need of a holy symbol. If you wish to pray to my mother, you may do it with your pure beauty itself, because you are beauty. Reaches out and he touches you, and you feel magic go off on you. May you forever be at peace.
Thank you.
Now, know that it has been dealt with, or it is being dealt with, and that it is much more complicated than you might understand or know. If you request any information about this individual that did this to you, it might stir some feathers up, because it has something to do with some very deep prophetic issues.
Like in regards to...
Erez would be the one to speak with if you had any questions about it. But not the Erez you know. You may find your answers at the Comeback Inn. This is located in various places. Your friend Clip will know.
Okay. Thank you.
You're blessed, my child. Go with beauty and love. He passes you, and you see him go through the door of the guild hall. Okay, she walks in. When you walk in, Gavor's like, So good to see you, Rin. Zumbar's like, oh, Rin,
Hi,
we go bye-bye.
Yes. We're gonna go bye-bye.
How many times till bye-bye?
We're not sure yet. We have to get things together first.
So 3.
Or more.
3. You tell Zumbar when
We'll see.
2. When 2, you tell Zumbar.
It might be less than that.
Zumbar wants to say bye.
Okay.
Little dwarf.
Oh, you're the
Gavor's like, yes. We went to a drinking contest today, this afternoon. I thought it best to keep Zumbar busy, and myself.
Are you okay?
Yes, just very concerned with you all and what took place. Of course,
Yeah.
Seth has been filling us in on what has happened.
She'll look around for Teardrop.
She's sitting over there at the table.
She'll walk over to her.
So, what do you do? She's smiling.
She looks at everybody in the room when you single her out after you're talking, and you walk, and she's like,
Real sweet.
It's okay. It's okay.
I unlock things.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with poison.
Right.
She looks over at Eden, but I also am good at stopping poison.
Me too.
Yeah?
That's
Neat. Timmy goes, yeah, but I'm the spelunker in this group.
me too.
Oh, okay. He looks at you like, what?
I can do some of that too, I will say.
Yeah, but I do it. They all make me do it. They all make me go up front. And she's like, oh, well, now you'll have help. I can come with you. If you're taking me with
You
you.
want to go
Yep.
with us?
I don't know what else I would do.
So if you're going to come with us, you need to understand what you're getting yourself into, guys. We need to tell her.
I've been listening. I mean, I hear some of it. I know some of it.
Do you need anything?
Yeah.
What do you need?
Well, none of this.
All priest stuff. She'll look at her outfit.
Yeah, I'm not a priest or priestess. I need some
How about you
equipment.
make a list? How about you make a list?
Can you get magical stuff? Because they took all my magical stuff.
We can. We can. We're going to go to the magic shop after this.
Okay, all right.
I'm ready.
Zen says,
Are
it
you?
seems that you are free. And she holds up a scroll like that and looks over at her. She's, free? Yes, your contract with Mephistopheles?
Yeah.
It's right here. She holds it out, and you see her run over there and grab it and open it and look, and she's like, so what do I do? And she goes, burn it, dear. Okay. She looks around, she looks over at the alchemical table, and she goes, can I use that?
Delora will walk up and do a
Okay. She'll burn it right there and put it on the alchemy burner and everything, let it burn up, and she just smiles as it's happening. Zen's still going through them. You see she's over there looking at the bag, going through all of them and closing them.
She'll look at these and she'll be like, hey, request.
Whatever I can do for it. Oh! Oh!
yeah.
Send it to me. Okay. She
Make
Kind
a
of
whistle sound when she
pulls her
does it.
cloak up and she looks at it and she starts looking at it.
So, get stuff together?
And I kind of have a question about that deed.
Yeah.
If she looks over that deed and it's okay, what if we all sign it?
I think that's a great idea.
Deed's
And-
good.
Yeah?
The deed's good. He would not have. It's a Queensland's deed. Yeah. I mean, I would assume. Can I see it?
Yeah, she'll pull it out.
Yeah. This is good. This is good.
Because if we,
Wow.
if we all became
Yeah,
owners,
we should all sign it.
It's worth 10 million silver pieces. Wow.
yeah, if we all became owners, hired somebody to take care of it while we're gone,
Passive income.
bingo.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know where we would hire anybody, but I've never hired anybody for that kind of job. But
Jen looks over at you. She's like, the girls could probably do that.
Who?
The girls.
Oh,
What girls?
our
The guild.
girls. Yeah.
Oh. Perfect. All female.
That's a good idea.
It's a good idea,
It's a
isn't it?
really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could put out a request.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I like that.
You get a message back from her.
She'll look at it.
You need to do this with big exclamation points. Wow. And then she telepathies to you. I've never had a client that like that. This is, yeah, interesting.
No,
I'm curious.
I'm curious too. Oh,
We
how
sh-
did Demar go
I'm
with it?
jealous. How did you pull that contract? That would be something that only like Nerva would pull.
Like, I was just sitting there and the request just came through. Like, I didn't request him or anything.
Well, that's sus.
It is. That's why I showed it to you.
Okay.
It's,
Well,
it's a little bizarre,
let's find out some information on him besides that. You know, let me find out some things. Try to find out some things. I mean, if you want me to, I mean, he might
Yeah.
know that we're doing that, but of course he expects that, right?
I would think.
Yeah. Or maybe you should just meet him. I don't know. Make him come to you. Of course.
Okay. For when?
She looks over and she's like, now.
No.
Yeah. Be in charge. Make him jump.
Get that whip out.
I mean, you don't have to. There's a lot going on, but it would kind of free up your mind a little. I'll go with you. She smiles.
As everybody's talking amongst themselves and sharing information and whatnot, after that thing burns, Doll's gonna start casting on herself.
Okay.
Just to get some prep done.
All right.
Everybody's messing around, talking, doing stuff.
Zombar glares at you when you do it. He's like,
I'm in my corner. She's going to cast a trigger shield
okay.
on herself.
All right. What are you going to put on the trigger?
Um,
And do we want to read this for the
Yeah,
viewers?
So the trigger shield, it's 4th level, casting high 4 segments, duration permanent until used, area of effect, caster, requirements, visual stimuli, saving on done. This spell is used to store and chain another spell to it. If this spell is active and someone attacks and hits the caster, the spell trigger will go off, releasing the spell stored. Below is a list of spells that can be triggered. Hex Tongue, Witch's Touch, Love Spell, Sticky Blood, Torrid Touch, Nether Aura, Nether Touch, and Nether Burst.
You're going to do Nether Burst, aren't you?
No.
No?
actually.
Okay, what are you going to do?
She decided to do the Sticky Blood.
Okay.
And these are stackable. It doesn't say that you can only do one at a time.
Right.
So she was going to do 2 of them and do 1 Sticky Blood and 1 Love Spell.
Who you, okay. Oh, okay.
Gonna go the other way with it.
Okay.
And try not to kill any party members. Or age demons or...
Right, that kind of thing. So, all right. So you put those 2 triggers on you. That's awesome. Witches are so cool.
But I wanted to get that done before they rest again. Because that takes out all of her 4th level spells
Okay.
for the day.
Did you say love spell?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was already gearing her that direction anyway, you know.
Yeah. So that the love spell works. How it would work on a trigger is soon as someone hits you, it would go off, and whoever they're looking at when it goes off will be the person that they fall in love with,
Right.
or have to make the saving throw, or have to fall in love And that one, I believe, is at a -2.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
If
See,
you want me to read the
I,
Sticky Blood
I
one
remember
too,
some of it. You know what I mean?
it's a pretty cool one too.
Sticky Blood is awesome. It's an awesome spell. You can read it. Yeah. Is it? It's second level.
Yep, there it is. It's a second level spell. This spell causes the witch's blood to become incredibly sticky. Anything touching the blood will be fused with it for the duration of the spell, unable to be pulled or removed by any normal means. This spell will eliminate damage over time caused. Okay.
From blood loss.
Yeah, this spell will eliminate damage over time caused from blood loss and can seal even severed limbs back in place. There is a 50% chance plus 10% per level chance that the limb will stay attached when the spell ends.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But that's only for the witch, because
It
it's
is.
0 range, right? So you can't just. Okay.
Yeah, I can't use this.
Duration is 10 rounds plus run round per level.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just voice, so yeah. Okay, cool.
Nice. And then I have to sleep before I can do some other ones, something else.
Okay.
She also wants to mess around with the witch's brand.
Oh, yeah? The familiar? Oh, goodness. All right. Elis telepathies. Seth.
I'm standing over by the door smoking his pipe and watching everybody.
Well done. It seems to be perfect.
Good.
No. It's too perfect.
Right?
Why was it not found in the search of the place? How did you find this again?
We have Mephistopheles' butler. And I asked him about the Big A.
And he gave it to you from
he gave it to
the
me.
Red Lantern Inn.
Right.
So I can tell you that this was written by one being, and that being goes by the name of Spinster, and he is a black dragon, and he has been doing business. He's been doing business with various dark sources. I don't think he cares who he does it with. His point is not that he is in league with them. His point is to make money and grow in power. He'll do whatever it is that his sniveling personality will allow to make that money. So this recording does seem like, in case he was caught, there's a record of what he was involved with.
Hmm.
That's what's been able to be divined upon. So, even though it's too perfect, it does seem at this point to be the truth. So well done. But we need to find this spinster. He is not in the city.
You know where we can start looking?
Well, from what we've been able to determine is his original location, and the place that he always returns to is the city of Monarch in the north.
Hmm. Well, seems like we're going to end up there at some point anyway. So, I guess we'll have to look there.
Let me know what you discover, and if you find him or see him, he is to be captured. Do not kill him.
Okay. Do you know where we can get any protections from lava?
Yeah, of course. there are various warlocks that can do such things.
If we're gonna-
They need to be high level. They need to be very skilled at their job, but they can create items that will give you an immunity to hellfire. Even.
That's going to be necessary, from what I understand.
I mean, abyssal dragon scale would work too, but
I only have green dragon scale.
you have green dragon scale.
I do.
How much?
2 dragons worth.
Age? Size?
Huh?
Size? Age?
They'll tell him.
Yeah. Little. They're like,
Yeah.
oh. He says, oh. He's like, okay. Well,
If you want them, you can have them.
I could use it to trade with, maybe to try to get. Let me see what I can do. Is that cured?
Uh-huh.
Really? Would be a great donation to the militia or the church, or anyone else for that matter.
It won't get me dragon scale, so
Well, yeah, you wouldn't want it. I believe what you're wearing is better. But you do need some scales. That would be beneficial for your endeavors. I'll see what I can do. For what you just accomplished, I'm sure that I can get this done for you.
appreciate it.
Your size, your suit, your shape would require, yeah. You're a big boy, so it's going to require some work. But I'll be in touch. I will let you know as soon as I know something. Give me a day or so.
Well, we got 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
less. Okay.
It's unfortunate that Eden has to go with you all, but we'd love to have her here.
We'll bring her back.
I'm sure the prince is going to be.
Livid.
Well, no, he that's not how he works. But no, if you want something bad enough, he'll make it happen regardless of what anyone
He's
says.
gonna be busy getting married and
Exactly.
the honeymoon and
There's
all
there's a lot of that going on. Oh yeah, and some pretty high clientele coming to the city for the marriage. Some say gods themselves will be walking the streets during that day.
that. Then I don't want to be here.
You probably won't if you follow where you're headed now. Anyway, job well done. We will speak soon. For our viewers that have watched season 1 and 2, you know who Spinster is, but
Little
yeah.
fuckerhead.
Yeah, he has a lot more history than that. He has a 1.5 year history before the first season.
Motherfucker
Yeah.
never dies.
He never dies.
Yeah, he does. You've
No
killed him
matter
several
how many-
times.
No matter
He's
how
died.
many times you kill his ass,
He's
it
died
always
several
comes back.
times. Yeah.
Tara's got a cage for him.
He's on the run again. This time
So,
from the south.
Monarch.
Huh?
I said all signs point to Monarch.
Oh yeah. Well, possibly.
Tara's got a special cage that he should fit in, and it even shrinks. Shrink it
She
up
does.
until it fits in a pocket. And
She does.
So we're having a sale. So we need to go to the magic shop?
Yep.
Everybody?
It comes from by the door.
Somebody now. Zumbar sleep. You wake, Zumbar. He goes over and lays on the couch.
So,
Gavor goes, I can either stay with him or come with you. It's up to you.
it's up to you. We're gonna go here.
So we'll be leaving the city. Preparations are in order then. Do you know how we'll be leaving?
No, we haven't talked about that
Or where we'll be going?
yet. So,
North.
Damn, them luck.
I might need to go to Monarch if we're gonna be there for any reason.
Is it cold there?
In Monarch?
Yes.
I've never been.
It's in the north.
We need to find somebody in Monarch.
Do we?
We do.
Well, I'll be sure to.
Somebody needs Spencer.
Oh, I met him. He's the owner of the, or he was at the Red Lantern.
Was he?
Yeah. The first time we went there, she looked us out.
Yes.
That's sniggly.
Yes, he was an elf.
Yes.
Greasy, black-haired elf.
Yeah, sniggly
Yeah.
little guy.
Yeah. Well, we know what he looks like, so.
We do.
Ellis says we need to capture him alive.
Goodness. Okay.
And he's in Monarch?
He says we need to do that?
He's in Monarch.
I mean, you're the bounty hunter. Zid says. You sure that wasn't for you? Or?
That was for me.
Ah. Well, we'll help you if you need help. Of course. Of course. Gavor, you see him going over and pulling out packs, and you see him pull out this big, huge furry coat. Fur all over it. And he puts it on. And he's,
Is it gonna be that cold?
well, it's. Well, maybe not.
Wearing your ring?
Maybe not for you, but.
Children, are you wearing your ring?
Yes. Yes. It's still cold.
We need clothes and stuff. Let's go to Magic Shop, guys.
All the stuff. She'll stand up.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go, guys.
She's like, "Go up."
Okay. You start to walk, and you come out towards the outside of the temple where Tessa is, and she smiles at you all.
Before they step out, she's going to say a sign of prayer of gratitude to Ariax for the blessing that she gave her.
Ariax?
Or Ariax, Aphrodite.
Aphrodite? Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Alright.
Before they leave the temple.
Okay.
And then
She go into the sanctuary to do that? Oh. Tessa will open the door for you and let you
Okay.
in. Yeah.
She'll walk in.
Everybody goes in, I guess?
Yep.
Okay.
She'll walk up to the altar.
All right. I actually have the new one. I don't know if that's come across yet, but
I don't think so.
Yes, I did have some time to do some maps, so there it is. And when you come in, there's priests and priestesses around.
That is just stunningly gorgeous.
So this hallway down at the bottom, if you go down this steps to the left, that is where you go to get to the guild hall. The right is the apartments, and then in the middle doors come into the sanctuary. In the back, there are two double doors on both sides. Statue, couple altars. There's flowers everywhere. Priests and priestesses on the side. There's double doors as well. And yeah,
She'll walk up to the main altar.
there are stained glass windows that run all the way up the length of the tower. Various types of artistic stained glass windows, and that's the colors that you see everywhere. It's from the stained glass and the light coming in. It changes how everything looks. Roll an observation.
Everybody?
Yeah, everybody goes in.
Yep. Eden did not make it. Ren did.
Those of you that make it will notice that the right half of the temple is cool colors, and the left half is hot colors. And as you walk in to go up to the altar to pray, there is a slight temperature difference in the right side and left side of your body as you come in this room. If you're right in the middle. If you step over to the left, it's warmer. If you step to the right, it's cooler.
Okay. That's kind of blurry to me.
Is it?
Is that thing in the center at the top, is that a butt?
So no, no, that's looking down on top of a statue of Aphrodite, and if you look, you can see the hands. The hands come out on the left
Okay.
and then the right. So she's standing there like this, looking down over the temple, with their hands out, and the same pose on the left and the right side. Two dais that go up,
All right.
two statues there as well. All different types of flowers everywhere. Priests and priestesses, and they look at you to see if you need any help or anything like that.
And then I'll walk up to the main altar, and she'll stay right in the center. And she'll be. Is there candles or incense up here or anything like
So there are flowers. But you don't see any candles or incense right there.
that? Okay. So she'll just pray. She'll say thank you for this.
So when you look around, one of the priestesses looks over. She's like, "Do you need something?"
I'm just looking for incense or anything like
course.
that.
Of course. And she walks over and she gets some behind this altar right here and brings it to you. She walks off.
She'll light it and set it on the altar.
All right.
She'll stick it out. She'll pray.
And Seth just
And
stays
tell
back
her,
there.
thank you for the blessing that you've given me.
Okay. Roll stone dice for me. Okay. All right. You guys get that done?
Yep. And then walk out.
As you say that, like you're thanking for the blessing, you stand up or whatever, ding, goes off again.
Look at it. She'll turn around.
It's a request, another request.
She'll walk around and say,
Okay.
"Sorry."
All right.
She'll look at it.
So you guys are, you see her walking out. Yeah, everybody gets together. You follow her and go out. So
Oh,
they're
I thought that I didn't realize.
all their eyes are on you right now. If you were to open
Oh,
it, they would
she'll
see
wait a
what it.
second.
Okay. So you guys walk out the temple and start heading to the cradle up north.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She'll let everybody kind of walk in front of her.
Okay.
And I'm used to this, so I just ignore it.
She
Okay.
slows her pace.
Zen keeps, looking
Should she
back.
pace with me or just keep
Zen
going
will
back?
Zen will step back like she does. She'll just step back. She's like, "Are you okay?
Yeah. Just she'll-
You look giddy."
She'll open it now that
Okay.
everybody's ahead of her.
All right.
She'll open it up.
It's another request from him. She's like, she frowns at that. She's like, well, he's not patient.
Evidently not. Should I schedule a meeting?
Before that, I would have said yes. But now, I think you should make him wait. But it's all up to you, dear. You are. This is your deal. This is your first one, so I just.
It is.
You deal with this however you feel is the best way to deal with it. I mean, that's what I would do.
When are we leaving? She'll close it. When are we leaving, you guys?
As soon as we're ready. I'm ready to leave as soon as we're ready. I don't
To leave Queensland?
Yeah.
Timmy's like, well, we got shit to do.
Couple days.
Your next couple days at least, right?
After your birthday,
I like that.
I want to at least celebrate your birthday.
Yes, we should do that. And we own the place now.
We do.
We could
Have
really
a
throw a
birthday
bash.
party.
Yeah.
For you and it's Elis's. You and Elis have the same birthday.
We do.
Day apart.
They're
The
day
day- is it a day apart?
Yeah, his
Okay.
is the day before mine.
Well,
I know.
that's interesting.
Isn't it though?
We can talk to him and go do that. About getting the girls.
Yeah. As they're walking, she's gonna select the E-list.
Okay.
She's gonna say, "Hey,
Yeah.
thank you for this phone."
Well, you needed it.
I
She happened to mention to me that you
Well,
got
that's
one
a-
and didn't have that, so
That's a huge gift. So, thank you.
you're quite welcome. You're quite welcome.
That's it. Just wanted to say thank you.
Glad you're back and everything's okay. Yeah.
Hopefully it all works out.
Evidently,
Somebody has a secret admirer.
evidently, whatever happened with the Red Lantern Inn was our key to you finding the corruption.
Yeah.
You guys did so well. I'm sorry that it has turned out that the way it has for you all, but I'm sure things are
You know,
just the way they should be.
it's okay. I'm a little excited, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, why wouldn't you
we
be?
get to go travel.
Of course.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it should be some time before you're able to use that spell, so
Yeah.
before you do, make sure you know what you're doing.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She disconnect.
Okay.
Keep walking.
You guys are walking. You're going to go to the cradle, so I would guess that you guys do it this way, like you would normally up to Hope Gardens, up this way,
Mm-hmm.
up past the Dwarven Embassy and up to the cradle. Yeah,
Yeah.
past the Dwarven Ale Hall and all that. Zumbar stayed there. Gavor stayed there as well with Zumbar. The halfling, she's just overwhelmed with the sights and stuff, and she looks so adorable. The clothing she's wearing, even though it's covering her, is baggy and dragging, and she looks like a little
Like a little kid.
dopey little kid or a gnome or something with human clothes. I mean, it's so adorable. But she seems to be having a little bit of a difficult time with all of it. You can tell she
We'll
kind of.
get her some clothes.
Anyway, you make it up to the cradle, and you go inside.
Walk in.
Lily's place.
Yes.
Lily, who is not here.
She's had her babies.
When you come in, it's Rabbit and Bella, and Hedda is there. You walk in.
Hi guys.
Ah, look what the cat dragged in. He laughs, and you hear Bella kind of snicker a little bit. Cats come running up to you guys. All the cats in the house or in the cradle come running up to say hello, and you see Monkey babysitting. The monkey babysitting over there. Rabbit's like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
We have lots and lots of shopping to do. We do.
Well,
Should probably take us one person at a time.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that it's not
I'm gonna go sit up there.
Well, there's two of us. Bella? Oh, goodness gracious.
You okay?
Yeah, it's been a little rough couple days.
Oh, good.
Well, Lily had her kids for one.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay, give her our congratulations.
Aye, she finally popped them out. Got them out, no problem. They say. Tuffy did it for her, though. I'm sure.
Them?
Twins.
More than one? Oh my
Aye.
goodness.
2 twin half elves, male and a female. Don't remember their names. They're stupid. Gorgain named them.
The twins are stupid, or the
The names are stupid. I'm sure she named them without him knowing, though. She's a mage after all. You know. Don't want to know the true name of a being. I'm sure she named them herself. Probably just made Gorgain feel better about it. So Arcan something, Arcania or Arcana, or I don't remember. You'll have to ask them. I'm gonna call them A and AA, or A and B or something. I don't know. Thing 1, thing 2. I don't know, something. But I'm sure I'll love the little rugrats. You know.
ankle
Shit,
bite?
she'll probably make me their godfather, I would guess.
As
Oh, I don't mind, you know.
long as they stay away from your ankles, right?
Yeah, well, before long they'll be taller than me, so best be nice to them while they're young. Yeah, I remember that one time when them young kids back in the day. You got time for a story? Bella's like, Hedda, I'm sure they have time for a story. You can tell them as they're shopping. How about that? And he's like, all right, well,
Ren's gonna walk up to the top
okay,
while they're doing their shopping.
all right. You walk up to the top, and Calico's sitting on the table there. You walk up, and he stretches.
Good afternoon.
How are you, sister?
I'm good. It's a good day. She'll sit down.
not too bad. It's been really warm.
Yeah.
The windows in here. Sometimes I think I want to go outside, and then I decide that, well, I don't. But at least you're having a good day. Can't remember the last time I did.
Can't remember the last time. What?
I did.
Oh. Why not?
I don't know. You talk to the fates. You tell me what they say. Every day's shitty. Come on. You've had shitty days.
Well, yeah, but not every day.
Imagine every day being that way.
Well.
That's my life.
You're a negative Nancy.
Name's not Nancy, but yeah, they do say I get a bit negative. But if you were me, you would too.
Why?
Because of shitty days.
What's so terrible?
Well, like today.
What's wrong with today?
You came in here. He stands up and jumps over onto the couch, goes up into the window, and then lays down.
Here's my cat.
You can take the seat, I guess.
You weren't even sitting here.
Doesn't matter, I might have. Anyway, I'll just hang out in the window here. You just help yourself.
He's such a jerk. He's such a jerk.
So you sit down?
Yeah,
Okay.
she does.
All right.
Right in the seat where she assumes he would have sat.
You don't know where that is. There's
She'll look around. Is there cat hair?
Yeah.
Abundantly anywhere?
yeah, on the couch there's cat hair in two corners.
She'll pick one of them.
Okay.
And
All
sit
right.
down.
Okay.
Seth's just going to change into a panther and roll on the floor with the cats.
Oh, the cats, they come playing with you and freak out when you change into a panther. They're all around you. They're excited
Oh, yeah.
when you change into a cat, into a panther. You realize you have dominance over them all in this form. They'll pretty much do what you tell them to. So yeah, Zen's like, so what are we here for?
Red's up top. She was gonna let them do their shopping
Yeah.
first and then do her stuff.
I'll
Yeah.
have all sorts of stuff. to
Go
do.
ahead. I don't need anything. I don't think.
But she'll stuff it developing.
I need a dagger or a couple of daggers, magically.
Okay.
Magical.
We have 3 enchantment daggers, as many as you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Need two.
Okay.
Two.
Let's go take a look at them, and Bella will walk you over to the case where they are. They're all different, but they're all +3. Choose the ones you like.
Pick out two.
Okay. She points one out to you that is more petite than the others. It's like it's got not a lot of blade on it. It's a thin blade, but it's real long or whatever, and it has a petite-looking handle and everything.
Does it have a scabbard with it?
It does. She goes, "That one is so pretty." That's what she says. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real light and
Pull it out. Look
yeah,
at it.
yeah. Doesn't have much of a blade on it, but it seems strong. You could probably hide that pretty easily because it's so thin. You could hide it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll pick a second one.
Okay. A bigger blade,
Yeah.
a little bit thicker.
Just right there.
Okay.
And then, do you have any devices that will teleport?
Teleportation devices?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a helmet?
A helmet?
Yeah, but I think we've talked about this before.
What?
She walks over and shows you the helmet. It's 2 horns on it. You know, It's the only teleportation device that we have. Besides, uh, I don't know if any of the higher end stuff does or not, and I don't have access to that without Lily's approval. Meaning, uh, artifacts and relics that might have that ability within it, but I don't have access to that. I can get in touch with her, but I'm not sure. I mean, it would cost, there's a lot to those, bad and good. I don't know if you would want something that, don't want to, if you want to get that deep into it. Um, According to Lily, we need to not only vet people that we might sell those things to, um, but also counsel them before we sell them. It's weird, I know, but she said to me, with great power comes great responsibility, and so I realized that she's probably right. Said some friend of hers that used to be an artist and write stories told her that. His name was Stan something or another. But, anyway.
I think she's probably right. I just wasn't looking for anything probably that powerful.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. No, I do remember you saying that, so we have been looking for something like that. Now, we did have a cubic gate, but I think we sold that. A gate cube? Yeah. I think we sold it. But, pretty sure. She goes over and checks. She's like, yeah, it's not here. We must have sold it. So.
So the helmet, it's just obnoxious.
I know, it is. That's why it's still here. It is obnoxious. It's like something that a barbarian would wear, fighter, someone.
Wait, would it even fit on me?
It's magical, so yeah. Do you want to try it on?
Yeah.
Okay. She walks over and hands it to you. It's it's like a Spartan helmet on the sides and in the front, the way that it's cut out and everything, but then it has two horns that come up. You put it on, it shrinks perfectly to your head and fits nicely. It doesn't feel like overweighted or anything. It feels fine. And you realize you can teleport 3 times a day with this. She's watching you and she's like, normally we don't allow this, but we know you, so like you could leave now, right now with the helmet, right?
But I'll take it for now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She smiles and walks over to Rev. She's like, I win. He's like, what? She's like, I sold it. Sold what? Oh, no. And he looks over at you and he goes, you guys look over at her. She looks ridiculous. She's got this metal helmet with horns on it in her nice, pretty dress that, she looks ridiculous. And he just looks at her like weird and he's like, oh, well, good job.
I don't intend to wear it all the time. But
Timmy starts laughing when he sees you. He's like, I love it. That's great. That's great, doll. Fuck yeah.
Seth just stops rolling and looks up.
Can she
Goes back.
shape change and make it disappear with her Neo ability? Or shape change?
Do you try to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just make it go
Yeah,
away.
it goes
with
away.
her hair.
Disappears.
I'll pay for that, Bella.
Okay. She turns and looks over at Rabbit, and Rabbit kind of narrows his eyes at you. He's like, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Is that illusion?
Kind of.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do you guys happen to have gems? Just gemstones?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, people. Yeah, we got gold and silver, for change and stuff. We got gems. We got lots of gems. Matter of fact, we have more gems, um, than anything. Yeah,
Nice.
Lily likes gems. We saw we yeah.
Nice.
Well, I've had a heck of a time finding them, so.
The problem with it is that she doesn't pay very much for them. So you should never come try to sell any to us. But buying them, you'll get a decent deal.
Can I get, say, 20 gemstones
Oh, okay,
and 100 silver pieces each?
okay, yeah, we can do that. Just any kind. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Okay, all right. He goes behind him and opens this vault right here. This vault door, and goes up underneath this walkway that's up here, and goes into basically the vault room and gets some and comes back out and closes it. Bling. Get another bling.
I was just about to
See
say.
Zen look over at
Can I
you.
look at it? Is it another one from him?
Yeah.
This is bushy.
Yeah. He must really like. Have you met this man?
I don't think
He
so.
must be infatuated with you. That's it's tacky.
Maybe he just knows what he wants. Just to play
Man.
devil's advocate.
No, you. Yeah, I guess I'm judging him, but I'm judging him from a point of, yeah. No, you might be right. Yeah, I am so intrigued by this. I want to see what happens.
I think maybe I should schedule it for like 2 days after my birthday, since we'll be in Monarch.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, try that.
That's what she'll do. She'll send me a response.
All right. She watches you the whole time. You send the response off.
Look at how expensive spelljamers are.
Expensive.
Like how expensive?
Expensive. It would be easier to steal one.
Well,
It would. She kind of looks down the balcony over there to see if he in the car, everybody's listening. She's like,
So like his baby listening?
no, he's sitting on the desk. He's looking at the gems as Bella's counting them out. He's like, it looks like he's watching Bella, making sure she's not stealing things. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Bella doesn't react to it. She just counts them out.
she's like, I know it's kind of a weird deal, but then we would, be able to travel, and we would always have a place to sleep, and that type of thing.
Hey, if he is a multi-continent merchant or an international merchant, he probably knows. Hey,
It's an idea.
it is an idea. Like I said, I think you should make him come. You already sent it. Damn it. Damn it. Should have made him come here.
You think?
She reaches out and touches. She goes, in a spelljammer. That's what you should have
You
done.
guys hear Ren laugh loud.
Zen laughs again, and she's like, "You can send him. Resend it. Resend it."
Can I resend? Can I take that back? Can we do that? Unless he's already seen it.
Let's message. Hold on. Yeah, they can stop it before he sees it.
Do it.
Okay. You have to do it.
Oh.
I'm telling her you're going to contact her.
Should contact.
All right.
Please stop it.
Stop, dear. Stop.
Thank you. Okay.
It actually it did go. He may have seen it, maybe not.
Oh,
It's been
you can't tell if he saw it or not?
maybe. It's been removed. I don't think he's seen it. I'll say that. Let's just leave it at that. You probably need to know for sure, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a moment.
Yeah.
She replies back, he opened it, but I don't know if he read it all or.
Okay. Okay, it's fine.
But it closed on him as he was reading it.
Oh.
So.
Shit.
Julie said it closed on him as he was reading it.
Serves him right for asking 3 times. Yeah, tell him to come here and bring his spell. You get a message.
So they could do it.
It's an actual message, like a video message.
Like he's wanting to talk.
Like when you pull it up, it would be him wanting to talk to you.
Oh my god.
She's like,
It's over.
she does. You got this. You got this.
She'll open it.
Okay. He's standing there. He's like, greetings. It's a pleasure to speak with you, Ambassador. I'm sorry that I was so rushed with our responses. It seemed that you responded, but it went away. I wasn't able to actually read your response. Thank you for taking this message.
Of course.
Appreciate it. Can I come to Queensland and maybe meet with you?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you wanna come to Queensland,
Okay.
that would be wonderful.
Is there a good place that we could meet? How about I fly in and my ship, and maybe you can meet me aboard my ship?
Okay.
Would that work?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Say maybe a couple hours?
Okay.
All right. I look forward to meeting you and talking with you.
You as well.
Goodbye.
She'll end it.
Okay. Zin's over there with her eyebrow raised, and she's like,
In a ship?
really?
What?
Is he listening to us?
He can't. This is me.
Oh.
He can't.
Oh. Okay.
Right?
Right.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
You need to get ready.
Are we gonna tell everybody? Or, I mean, this is none of their business, but how are you gonna, your brother's down there. They're all gonna wanna know what's going on. I'll cover for you. You're welcome.
I mean, you can tell Doll, but I don't know. I think he's smart enough to figure it out.
When you're ready to go, let me know, and I will cover you. I know how to do it. I know what to do. Okay?
Okay, I need to get myself together, get my stuff together, and then I need to go get ready.
Yeah, you do. Go to the salon. They'll take care of everything for you. You don't have to do any of it.
She'll walk downstairs.
Okay. Shit! You hear Zen say real loud. We got a checkup, yearly checkup. We got to go to. Every year they have to check us. It's just part of the guild bullshit. Shouldn't take too long. Maybe what? 3 hours, something like that. We both have to go.
She'll telepathy doll. She'll say, she's about to telepathy both of them. You should fix your faces. She'll telepathy doll randomly and say, I have a potential. And we just didn't figure this stuff apart, especially my brother.
Absolutely. We have so many things that we can be doing though for the community.
I have a couple hours.
I think we're free to roam now without
Timmy's like,
worry or fear.
What?
check you? What do you mean?
A doctor.
Oh.
To make sure they're healthy. All companions have to
Oh.
be.
Oh. That's smart.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
They're awfully smart over there.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Thanks.
Seth just telepathies her and says, just be careful.
Sounds like, so we'll catch up with you guys. Where do you guys want to meet? I mean, it should take like 3 hours or so. It might take a little longer. We'll let you know if it takes any longer.
Here, and then I think we need to go find clothing.
Mm-hmm. She walked up to your desk and she's like, hey, real quick,
Yeah.
I need a backpack of clothing. And then I was curious if those, that money that I left here with you guys, if I could get it put into, platinum, but with no markings and also gems. Not all of it, but just some of it.
Okay.
Can you do platinum with no markings?
Of
on
course,
it?
there is a small fee for it, but yeah,
That's fine.
no worries.
Um,
With your kind of money, shit.
I'll take it back with me.
okay.
Okay, gyms, what kind of gyms and how much?
Just various, you know. Enough that for like different occasions, you know what I mean? Like, one thing might be this, one thing. Do you
Okay,
understand?
okay, yeah, I
And
can,
do
I
like
can.
500,000,
Okay,
and then just put it in the backpack of clothing and just send it with my book.
okay, I can do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Throw in various qualities. Yeah, we can get that done. No worries. 500,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
He gets his book out and starts looking at things.
Yeah, that's a lot of platinum to
Yeah.
ask for at gems.
He
Yeah,
tells you
they
he's
need it
like
for adventure.
so the platinum, he says that I need to know how much weight you would like with that, because that could weigh a lot, you know.
Yeah.
I am assuming you're saying most of it in gemstones.
Yeah, most of it in gemstones, and then some of it in platinum, just for like places where the gemstones might cost different, or
Okay.
you know what I mean. We're gonna
By
be
the way,
traveling, so-
Lily knows all that stuff. I'm not completely versed on that. I know some locations, but she knows all over the world, like where the gemstones, how much they're worth here or there.
That would be good information to have.
You know, I should talk to her about some sort of location map.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you have like a map or like a book or anything like that, like if you would throw that in there. But I know Lily's busy; she just had her baby. I don't want you to have to bother her.
Yeah. That's an idea for the future, but once we get it done, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Good luck on your checkup, whatever it is. I think it's good to see you girls, ambassadors.
See ya.
You leave?
Yeah.
Where do you head? To the guild?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Going to the salon to get her hair.
All right, you
and
go.
nails and
Zen does it along with you, even though she's not going. She
yeah.
she
You're
does.
pampered, of
Yeah,
course.
she does the same thing.
Of course.
And you guys are doing that for the next few hours. And
Yeah.
everybody else.
Turn back to Bella and ask about rings and a circlet.
Rings, she says.
Yeah.
Like what kind of rings are you?
Magical, of course.
What exactly?
Anything that can help me magically.
Often,
What do
you know, yeah, I know this may sound weird, but often people come in here asking us for those sort of things, and we're not sure what. Like, you know, I don't have a list of to give you to like choose or anything like that. So yeah.
eating so we're leaving things are we going by now or
I don't think anybody really knows how we're leaving or where we're going.
well Carter and I are supposed to go get my map, but you know that's up in heaven with her mama and stuff, so
Timmy's like, what?
yeah.
Your mom's in heaven? Oh,
Her
I'm
mama-
sorry.
Timmy, her mama's an angel.
Oh. Oh, like, oh. Okay. All right.
It's like an actual place. You don't have to die to
That
go there.
that's right. I remember. I remember the Book of Gold Star. I didn't really listen much, but there I do remember something about
Do
that.
you need a copy?
Do I need to go to heaven?
No, a copy.
Oh, a
Of the
copy.
Gold Star.
No,
I always carry one on me.
no.
Same.
Okay, well let me know if you change your mind. All I was saying was that if we're taking mounts, I'd like to go get mine
Should go get yours anyway.
before we go. Yeah. Cool.
Aye, they've got all kinds of mounts there in the heavens. Are you a virgin?
It's kind of personal.
Well, it's important when you're talking about mounts in heaven.
I'm not anything.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter what you are, but I could tell you that you could get certain mounts if you are.
Well, of course, the tales about, but I don't think that applies to me, any of it. But that's awfully personal.
I understand. You are of the angelic sort, so I don't know much about that. But I do know about heaven a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I was there when we stormed the castle. Aye, when we came against the great beast, the dragon, Bahamut himself. I was present. Saw it with me own eyes.
She's like intently listening to his story.
Aye, there was the great wave that we went upon our ship on. It was a good time, I tell you, but a bit vexing. The good people of heaven didn't deserve the violence that came that day down upon them. But we met this guy named Buddy Lee. Aye, he's a farmer. Had a dog named Mikey or Mike or something like that.
That's real strange. I have a great uncle named Buddy Lee.
Well, maybe it's the
What a
same.
coincidence.
Maybe it's the same character.
Well, it might be.
He was in the Valley of Splendors, love, if you need to find him.
Just
On the
smile.
first plane of heaven. You can't miss it. It's beautiful.
I've read about it.
Valley of Splendors. You know, back in the day when we was in the Valley of Splendors, you could look off into the, well, I don't know what direction it was, because there's really, the sun is, yeah, it's different. I don't know if there's up and a down and a left and a right and a north, south, east, and west. But anyway, you look off yonder there and you can see the mountains and the towers that shoot up into the clouds.
The staircases.
Yeah, you know about it. Yeah, they're wonderful looking, beautiful gemstones and shiny. It's just heaven. Yeah,
Just smile at him.
but yeah, I was there with the unicorns, and yeah, there's all sorts of beasts that you can gather if you're a paladin.
Yeah, we're supposed to go up there, Cara and I, and
Heard you
blessing-
say that her mother lived up there. Well, so you
Blessings.
got you an inn,
Well, blessings of
and if your uncle's there,
Goldar.
well, I tell you what, he's a character. He's got a wife.
Who, Buddy Lee?
Yeah, she's demanding and is all get out. He's trying to run from her because of the sex. If you won't leave him alone, he's just, you know. Anyway, he's always looking for something to do because of it. Or when you go there, tell him that your good friend Hedda sends his hello and all that
I'll come
shit.
across him, I definitely will.
Buddy Lee, that was his name. Had a dog named Mike.
All right.
All right.
Keep that in mind.
Oh, mercy.
We were there the day the portal cracked. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, that's a story for another day.
I'm sorry.
That's where we fought. The Tiamat. Yeah.
Who's mutt?
The Tiamat. It's a cross between Bahamut and Tiamat. You see, there's this gal, and
Big
she.
dog?
Yeah, it was a kind of a, yeah, it's a weird creature, I tell you. It's definitely weird. There were angels, demons, demons in heaven.
Demons in heaven.
There were. It was horrible. It was horrible. Well, the angels won. The angelic types won. Well, I think they did. We ended up getting out of there, but yeah.
Do you have any idea what he's talking about? Angelic theory?
No.
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 Like he might be full of shit.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, anyway, I don't mean to distract you or nothing. Bella's like, yes, he does. He means to distract you the whole time you're here. He always tells stories. We have heard them all.
I enjoy the stories. It's all.
Well, see there, yeah. She goes, yes, the first few times you'll enjoy them.
I'm so sorry, doll. I didn't mean to interrupt what she was doing.
Well, I believe I'm gonna go get me something to eat. He gets up and walks back and goes back into the kitchen. Oh, are you hungry? Well, you should find yourself something to eat. Bella's like, hey, you had a... He's like, I was just kidding her. There's some stuff back here. Come on.
It's okay.
We got cheese rolls. Or wheels, whatever they call them. There's a whole wheel of cheese. Different kinds.
Sits up on his feet, running after him.
Okay, he's like, come on. Gorgain leaves this place stocked. We eat. Well, we eat a lot. So, yeah. Come on back to the kitchen. We'll get you some stuff. Bella says, yes, we've been told to provide you with any sustenance that you require at any time that you come here. Head is aware of that. Of course I am, love. You hear from the other room. It's a joke. Didn't you hear me the first time?
Yeah, that's the thing that I would really need, to be honest. Maybe.
There's armor right over there that we have for sale. When we sell saddles as well. So.
Maybe one of them backpacks, a holder, and a saddle. I don't know that I need the saddle right now, actually. Let's just do one of those backpacks. How's that
All
sound?
right. Well, the holding packs they're various sizes. How big would you like?
Just normal size.
Okay. That'd be 5,000 silver for that one. And he'll write it down. So, when I say he writes it down, that means you guys write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is that you've got here, whatever you've withdrawn, write it down. All that. I have not been keeping track of that, so
Okay.
hopefully you're honest and you have.
What did Ren get? Ren got a backpack of holding. What did they say? 500,000?
Mm-hmm.
How much was the backpack of holding?
What size did she want?
Normal.
5,000.
Yeah. How much for the large bag of holding?
25,000.
And I just wrote down the exchange, like he wanted 20,000 platinum pieces, and she wanted gold platinum pieces, and
So-
silver pieces,
Platinum are for every
20,
20.
and then gold was 200.
You need silver.
Huh?
Silver's 200 to make one gold.
Right.
And platinum is 20 to make one gold.
And I wrote that down. I wrote the exchange.
Okay. So to make it to where it's the platinum that's unmarked,
Oh yeah, what was the fee for that?
500 silver.
Okay.
Okay.
Joel would ask if we could do the same thing for her, but in silver.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll charge 500 silver to do it. So they're not coins that have had the markings removed. They're just coins that are made of that metal. There's no distinguishing marks on where they were made or stamps or anything
And they're
like
still
that.
valid. They just don't.
Yeah,
have any
they're silver.
marks.
Yeah, yep. In some countries, in some countries they may not be.
Right. In Monarch, though, we're good.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're good,
And then
Monarch.
What's 3 daggers?
9,000 gold each, or 9,000 silver each. That's 18,000 silver for the two.
And then a teleport helm?
That's 60,000 silver, and it's 3 times a day. I could have swore you already bought that helmet. Maybe that was a deja vu I had, but
Did they get it any more scrolls in?
clerical scrolls?
Yeah.
No. No, and he'll apologize to you for that. He's like, it's been so busy. I apologize. We haven't had a chance to do that. But we could probably talk to Tuffy and get some. I'm sure we could.
There's been a lot going on. So that's all she was looking for, was to get some change and
All right. Well,
some scrolls.
you guys got all that done. That's where we're gonna stop this evening.
I knew that was
You knew it
coming.
was coming.
I
You were
felt it.
close. What a good game. Like getting things together. That was fun. Interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope our viewers enjoyed it. I got a lot of tabs open. Goodness.
Didn't even spend $1 million. What the fuck?
So, to give you an idea, you guys are all the way down south in Queensland.
That's why I said north.
Yeah, way down here at the bottom of the map, and Monarch is all the way
Oh,
up
they got
here.
any maps?
Yes, they do have maps.
'Cause I bought 2 maps and I don't have any. They're way up north.
Monarch?
Way up.
Yeah.
North, not up Monarch.
Monarch is fucking
Shake.
They would have a map of Monarch.
Do they really?
Yes, they
I'll buy
do.
it.
Yeah.
Seth will actually buy something.
He'll just give it to you. He's like, Seth, we have a bunch of these. They were Monarch provides them for free, so we can't. They provide them for free. It's a big city, man. It's huge. Over 1 million people. It's massive. I've been there. It's a big place. So yeah, that's done. We'll quit. We'll come back next week and see what happens. I know there's some shadow sessions brewing and stuff like that, but for the most part, you guys are clicking along. Sorry, I'm so tired. I'm not sure why. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for coming and listening. Guys, like, subscribe, share, all that jazz that all your friends know, and we will see you next week.
Punch him in the DB.
Yeah.
Peace.
There's a gift inside your God's granted me, a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping, magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that are fair. And heroes of the north, just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the